Mmm. Gum gum. Should probably spit this out. And I should probably get stream chat open. Yes, I am very prepared for what I'm about to do today. I totally didn't put this together in like 30 minutes or less. I mean, honestly, that's kind of part of the magic of being a streamer. Just do it all last second. Don't worry about specifics, just have a good time. Which I don't know if we'll have a good time today. I hope we will. I hope so. So, quick question is Discord down for anyone else? I was having some issues with trying to join a channel earlier to say hi to a friend. I'm assuming that it's the case. So I feel like the music is a little too low. Discord is down? Okay, because I tried like restarting it and it took a while for it to do its usual thingy. But hello, princess. Let me get the music going just a little bit higher so you guys can hear it. How y'all doing? Happy Monday. Why is slow mode on? If you have to ask why slow mode is on, then it's probably a good reason for it. In all due respect. But hello! Hello! Look, good news. I cooked and did a bunch of meal prep today. That's why I'm late. I actually had a valid excuse where I had shit to do. Duh! Sekaha, I think that's how you pronounce your name. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the Life Jacket Squad. Enjoy the emotes. Can we get some life jackets and hearts and whatnot in the chat? Enjoy the floatiest emotes on Twitch for a whole goddamn month. Also, I don't know if you guys saw either. Was going to make a proper announcement for it later. I do have some impromptu September goals based around the streams that I want to be doing. I'm finally... For me personally, this stream of ranking the worst furry t-shirts that I found has been something I've wanted to do for quite some time, let me just say. And I decided, instead of putting it off, like I usually do, and then it becomes a back burner project that I never do, you know what? No, we're not doing that. I need to take my own advice of just do it. Do the thing that you want to do. Don't put it off and just sit here and do nothing. And so that's why today I'm finally doing a thing that I've wanted to do for a while now. And we're going to have a good time. I'm going to ensure it. And if you don't, I'm going to make sure you have a good time. I need to stop this. I also should probably spit out my gum. Unless you guys are interested in seeing me go. Yeah, so. Don't know if that's your thing. Which if it is, hey. I have other things for that. I'm gonna spit it out. I'll be right back. Then I read chat properly and say hi to y'all and give y'all the attention you're looking for. Not that you are, but you want to hang out and vibe. Wow, look at that. It was so easy. Only just took me a little bit to get up and just shoot it across the hall into a trash can. Maybe it hit, maybe it didn't. I don't know. You'll never know that. Maybe there's gum on the wall. Feeling better from the con credit? I am. I still have a little bit of nasaliness, a little bit of congestion, as it were. And the snot or the mucus is clear, which is a good sign, I'd like to think. Don't know necessarily what that constitutes per se. I usually fail my constitution saving throws. But you know, we have a hype train going? Did I miss any other notifications here? Regardless, I appreciate you guys wanting to show support and all that through the hype train. It means a lot. You had Sloppy Joe's for dinner? I made a frozen pizza and I have leftover Cajun seasoning chicken for dinner. I didn't cook any of the veggies that I have, so I ended up cleaning them and then I'll cook them later. I got asparagus and only asparagus. In fact, I think I have asparagus for like 2 weeks worth of asparagus. The video chat doesn't take forever to update the YouTube chat anymore? Really? Well, that's good. That's good to know. But regardless, I hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday so far. Howdy, howdy, Stalkers and Shane and Lamppost and Ember. Hello. I'm semi on time today in terms of streaming. The only thing that I was slightly late about was making sure that everything looks good in terms of this tier list thing, and also so I'm not like, what is it, upsetting the YouTube gods by doing something even remotely saucy. Which actually, speaking of that, I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter or not. If you do, I'm so sorry. If you don't, you're living a better life than all of us. But I learned recently that YouTube, and this is supposedly, we don't know this for sure besides a couple of different settings that might be in place and some examples with analytics and whatnot, YouTube rolled out recently a new AI recommendation algorithm thing. Basically, it only recommends and sets this retroactively for every YouTube channel, every account out there, that it is going to filter out any non-family friendly videos, or what it deems to be non-family friendly, whenever you go to a YouTube page, or I think it's either subscriptions or homepage or something. So, and they initiated this recently, and I've noticed as well, I'm gonna switch over to face cam real quick. Hi. It's just so much easier for me to talk to you guys like this because it's more fun. I noticed recently, and this could just be because, you know, something falling off YouTube, something uninteresting videos, you know, I get it. I've noticed that a lot of my videos have been performing 10 of 10, and they just have not been getting the push that they should. You know how, like, when you upload a video, and I've noticed this for myself, whenever you go to upload it, there's usually a set where it's going to be recommended on YouTube. I don't really get the YouTube recommendations anymore. I get a lot of the people who are subscribed to watch, but no, like, new people seeing in, like, the algorithm or anything. Maybe I'm shadow banned, don't exactly know how that works, but I've noticed that with the amount of subscribers I get daily, weekly, monthly at this point, that it's been a straight shot down. Pair that as well with the new feature where it's just filtering out certain videos that are uploaded, even if you're subscribed to that creator. A lot of other creators have been noticing that as well, where their videos are not performing as well, or it's not reaching as many people as it used to. And this is just like a drastic cut instantly. Now, granted, there could be another set of features with that, with, you know, school starting again, all these other things, YouTube pushing other things. But at least with that little issue, that little thing there, it chooses whether or not it's going to recommend it, which is sad and frustrating. But if you know how to, I guess, untoggle that, feel free to do so, because all my videos, I believe a good few of them, when that feature was enabled, like half of them just didn't even show up. It only showed like one video per month, when like I've uploaded 4 videos a month. So it's like, I don't really know. It's just sucky because this wasn't announced either. This was just applied retroactively, and that, like, I hate to apply this to, like, the job aspect, but this is my job to some extent. Imagine your job, you know, makes a change to whatever their code of conduct or rules are without you being notified of it or it being announced, and then you just wake up the next day and it's like, oh, hey, you don't have any work, you don't have a job anymore. It's like, that's scummy and shitty. But it also, you know, kind of checks out with how YouTube does things. Like, sometimes they'll announce changes with, like, the algorithm or, like, AI-oriented stuff. But this one was not. This was just thrown in there. And I saw this, like, toggle being placed on pretty much for every channel without it being opted out, without it being any notification of it. So, yeah, it was really scummy, really shitty. But, hey, you know, that's just what we deal with. But hey, if you know how to undo that setting, I'd recommend doing that, because then you get to see the videos that I upload. But even then, getting notified of it is very iffy. So, you know, feel free to join the Telegram channel, notifications, all that. You know where to find me elsewhere. And I've also noticed this in the comments that I've received on videos, where people are like, damn, I didn't get recommended this till like a week later, or damn, I didn't get recommended this or notified about this till a day later. And these are from people who have, like, the notifications turned on for my videos. And it's like, it's a basic, should work and go without saying of how it works, but no, it's, yeah, no. But hey, the AI cat videos are doing well. So that's great. But hey, that's just, you know, part of what I have to deal with, and it's a bit of a shame. And so that's why I'll always encourage you to do all the other stuff. Follow me for notifications and whatnot on my Telegram channel and all this other stuff. It's just a pain with YouTube. That's why I also, you know, try to promote Patreon and all that, so that you at least get access to videos earlier. At least you get to see them, and you're notified by me when they're ready. So there's that. It's just an annoying cycle, but hey, I saw it yesterday, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Because I was wondering, like, damn, did the fall off really happen that quickly because school started up? Because I don't know if you noticed this, as being like a creator on YouTube. I at least have for the past year or so, or multiple years of doing this. Summer and like winter break are like the big times where like YouTube is popping off. As like the spring comes up, the summer's going, you know, viewership increases. Usually takes a dip right around this time in September or so, and takes a huge dip, especially in ad revenue, around like January, February, because that's when like advertisers aren't paying as much for videos and whatnot. But point being, I kind of predicted that around this time of year it'd be a bit iffy, but I didn't think it would actually be because of YouTube's features. So yeah, that's fun. I love dealing with stuff. The only not totally shitty companies are like Blue Sky and Pornhub. I mean, I've been considering. Honestly, though, I did see something about the ad rev for Pornhub, the hub, paying a bit better, but that's also another thing. I don't know. Shit's weird, man, but hey, if you didn't know, I uploaded a new video yesterday. Go and check it out. It's a pretty good one. It's actually one of my more heartfelt personal ones, which I know those are very iffy at the end of the day, if they're good or not. But in all seriousness, I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I think I explained things with regards to imposter syndrome, with regards to being deserving, with regards to the topic of pop-you-fur, very well, honestly. I think I explained it as well as I could have, so yeah. But also I forgot to say, thank you Fast Reinforcement for the super chat. I greatly appreciate that. That's very generous and kind of you. I don't know why, but the t-shirts that involve specific interests, in my opinion, are the worst. Honestly, the ones that we're going to be going over today are more of the corporate slop, if that makes sense. Like, you know, like the kind of like the, what is it, Spencer's, Hot Topic style shirts. The other ones, the specific interest ones, I haven't really seen. A lot of the ones that I've seen or were recommended were very generic, or just I just downright could not show them because it was just someone's like it was just someone's character getting like railed or something on a t-shirt design, which is like, I guess that's a furry design, but that's I don't know. You didn't censor Job. I'm sorry. That's my bad. It's my bad. Still didn't censor it there. That's also my bad. But also, hi everyone. I hope you're doing well today. Hi Dragon. Hi Ember. Hi Hayden and Lamppost. BG merch is probably the only corporate merch that is tasteful. BG merch. You mean BD? Yeah, probably. Yeah, that checks out. I mean, they've gotten to the point that they have too, so that's also another thing. Look, a lot of these shirts that I found were like recommended to me, or I found them through just kind of looking up furry on like the merch websites that we've all been accustomed to, like Spencer's and Hot Topic, and that's what came up. Some of them I just couldn't even find, but friends found through like the store. So it's very interesting. But hey, you know, we'll be going over that. We'll be ranking them, and I do have a little September goal for this. If we hit the September goal, I will end up buying and wearing the shirt that is the most diabolical. I'll actually show it to my grandmother. How about that? If I'll do some sort of like, hey Graham, nice to see you again, and I'll just come downstairs wearing that shirt, and I'll film my, I guess, POV of her reacting to it. She'll just, you know what she'll probably do? She'll probably be like, no, back upstairs. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, you know, go. That's how it will probably work out. Because I'll be like getting ready to go to lunch with her or something. And then I'll be like, all right, Graham, I'm ready to go. Let's go. And she's like, no, go. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, no, go upstairs. You know what you need to do. And then I'll come back down, change my shirt. She'll be like, perfect, let's go. That is exactly how it will work. It's going to be so funny. But hey, I'll do that. That's part of my little September goal, since quite frankly, I don't really know how to set any September goals. I'm really bad at setting... What is it? Incentives. I'm bad at incentivizing things when I'm just me in here. But hey, you know, that's a cool thing. But either way, we'll be doing that today, and other than that, I don't have any other plans. I tried installing a fan mod for Sonic and the Secret Rings. I know it's a weird, specific game that I was thinking of playing, but I want to try it next. So it's one of those things where I saw a mod on it where like a fan-made version was making it better, and I wanted to try installing it, couldn't figure it out, so it's like, oh, well, we'll do that some other time. You mean September goals that don't involve feet? I mean, if the shoe fits, and my Tootsies do fit something. But hey. Also, hi, Amy. I hope you're doing well. I heard that a lot of people got sick with Con Crud from Megaplex. Surprisingly, from a convention that is in like a very moist and humid part of the country. Yeah, I ended up getting Con Crud. I'm pretty much over it at this point. It's just a little iffy at this point. It's just a little sinus stuff, but it'll be fine at the end of the day. It's just weird how a lot of people ended up getting it. I kind of least expected it to happen at Megaplex. Granted, I know a lot of people were in the pool, so maybe that was it. You know, if it's furry soup, it's furry soup, so... yeah. I was unironically wearing my Feral and Horny shirt when I ran into you at Megaplex. Honestly, I wouldn't even think that that is the most diabolical shirt out there. It's just bold. Like, yeah, it's like corporate to some extent. It's non-furry, made for furries, I feel like me thinks. But it's one of those where I don't even think it's the worst of the worst. And also a lot of people just like casually wear it. So I consider it, you know, middle ground. So, yeah. I'm almost over it. I had a fever. I got some sinus stuff still. All I did was vent at the comp. That is... jeez. I'm sorry to hear, Amy. That's weird, too, because, like, I checked for COVID, and it wasn't COVID for me. It was, like, the symptoms of COVID. I checked, like, twice, and nothing came up of it, so I'm assuming it was just a cold. But even then, how did cold go around this time? It's just weird for me. It was probably because I was very dehydrated. I was going around a lot. My immune system wasn't probably doing too well, but regardless, I'm back home eating nothing but Brussels sprouts and broccoli and chicken and egg bites and spinach and water. So, yeah. Also, hello, Jake. I hope you're doing well. Could we get a shout out for the Jake Ware Panther? Hope you're doing well, mister. Hope you survived the con crud. Hope life is going well for you, and hope you're staying nice and inflated. But I hope you're doing well, Jake. Hope all is well with ye. Hope your day is going well. I still have quite a busy day myself. I dedicated myself to a few different calls and chats with friends after this stream. And then I also have to figure out what my next video is, since I've been on a bit of a motivational kick recently. I can't really explain it, but I've been quite motivated to just kind of keep pushing with the videos that I want to make. I mean, with this stream, it really didn't take much for me to put it all together, and we're going to be going over it today. The whole tier list ranking of everything. So it's really, it's interesting. I'm excited to see where things go. I'm working on stuff. But other than that, I kind of spent this weekend just chilling with friends, relaxing. There was a tornado warning near me, and it's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go for a drive. And I went for a drive. And it really wasn't that bad. And, yeah, and then I just kind of hung out. I was on a podcast video show thing called Pup Talk yesterday. I didn't really know much about it until I was on it, but it was, like, really nice and cutesy, honestly. It was a nice, cutesy, you know, cringy in a good way, sort of furry show podcast thing, which is kind of what I needed. I needed to be around some, like, sweet, lovely people, so I'm glad that I got to do that. I will donate again if chat likes my first donation 100 times. Does that get anything from liking super chat stuff? I don't know, but regardless, I appreciate the super chat. Feel free to tip if you want to or not. I'm just kind of going to be doing my thing, which really isn't a high bar. I am, like, to some extent, the furry moist critical, so, yeah. Excited for fall. I cannot fucking wait for it. The weather is finally in like the 60 degrees. It has been so nice just being able to open the window and there's no bugs and it doesn't hurt to be so hot and it's just nice and crisp and cool. Like right now it's like 60 degrees out. I have the window open, no fan on, and it is perfect. It is the perfect temperature in this room. So I'm quite happy with that. I'm excited for the fall. I can't wait to fill my ass with leaves, that's for sure. OMG Beta, don't be, I'm your biggest fan! It's okay. I get that a lot, Nix. Also, hope you're doing well. Hope you got back from Megaplex all right. I still have the shirt that you gave me. I forgot to wash it with my load of blue shirts, so I gotta rewash it. But hey, it still looks nice. Also, Zerozato, thank you, or Zerocado, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you had a good stream on your own. What were you getting up to? How the wife and kids, how are you things? How are you gaming? What was the gaming like? Are you doing okay? I don't even know if I'm doing okay, to be honest, so, yeah. 60 degrees in the US, yay. 60 degrees in the rest of the world, yikes. I mean, we're just special that way. We're just special that way. We like being unique and creating a system that doesn't fucking make any sense at all. But hey. I don't get anything from likes. I'm just bored. Fair enough. I mean, why do you think I'm here streaming? I had nothing else to do besides cooking and cleaning. And then I got done with cooking and cleaning. I was tired of it. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's Monday. I should stream today. And then I figured out what I'm going to be doing today like 30 minutes ago. Not even. Actually, yeah, 30 minutes ago. Because it was like 7 minutes before stream. But hey, we're here now. And the dogs are dogging. They're sleeping, I think, maybe. I don't know. What are you doing? Come here, you. You're the one that pays the most rent, so I love you the most. He still smells very, very nice. But he looks very disinterested to be here. I don't know. Goodbye, dog. Sorry, I hit you. Didn't mean to do that. I like that dog. He's a nice dog. Like poking the dog. Just kind of looks eepy. I'm always eepy. Don't you worry about that. But anyhow, did I get out my stream notifications? I did. I just keep forgetting if I do or not. I just keep forgoing. But other than that, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. I don't have anything new to announce on my end, besides maybe some good news soon, for a furry convention that wants me to go out to said convention, so might be doing more of the thing that I used to. I also kind of decided this year as well, I think I'm going to be cutting back on conventions just to kind of relax and enjoy life and catch up on work a little bit more, because quite frankly I realized how exhausted I've become just from like going between cons over and over and over again, and I'd rather kind of choose like quality ones with friends. So I think this year all I'm doing is FurPoc. That's like my one and really only convention I'm doing for the rest of this year, and I think Anthro New England is my next one. I still have to keep on the lookout for when rooms open for that, because I heard it's around like mid to late September, and I want to get a main hotel room or a suite or something. So, yeah, I was going to do that. And then other than that, I think the only con that I'd be doing after is like whatever convention wanted me to go out and visit it for reasons that I will not say just yet, because I haven't said anything or agreed to anything yet. But hey, it could be pretty cool. And then after that, just FWA or Megaplex. I don't know. I guess I'm just going for more quality than anything else in terms of like my convention experiences, because I think I spread myself a little too thin this last Megaplex. I had a great time, but it was just a little, you know, Monster or Red Bull. I'm more of a Red Bull kind of guy. I tried Monster and it's a little too syrupy. I say that as I also don't really like Red Bull, but I'll drink it over Monster. Penthouse for the special boy. I mean, wouldn't be opposed to having a penthouse suite or something. That wouldn't be a bad idea. For Vacation Land, I want to give it a shot. Maybe I'll do that. It is a semi-local con. It's within driving distance, so I could do that. I don't know why I'm so all of this today. I do apologize, but hey, if you're here for it, that's what it be. Didn't get into Furpox surprisingly, but I should be vending at MFF and A&E. MFF and A&E are pretty good. That should be fun. I'm excited for you, Amy. Before I go to sleep, I want to thank you for your videos. The way you talked about the fandom was what made the fandom feel more approachable for me. Have a great rest of your stream. Thank you, Lord Morgoth. I appreciate that. And I hope you have a good rest on your end. That's something I've been thinking about doing, just more talks about the fandom that aren't just like drama oriented. Like, I do have one that I want to talk about soon with regards to, I guess there was some like drama about women in the furry fandom recently, but it wasn't really. It was just one post about some asshat with like no name, no profile picture that said a thing, and then it turned into the usual, are furries really complaining about women in the furry fandom again, when it was just one person. And granted, there's probably more to it than that, but it ended up being this positive trend at the end of the day, where people were talking about female members in the furry community. I think that's pretty good to celebrate. So hey, it turned a bad thing into something that was overly positive, so that's good. I think. But that was just something that I noticed on Twitter, as like kind of the same song and dance, where like one post or one tweet from a nameless person ends up sparking everything. But then again, you know, the same thing could be said about anything nowadays. I mean, look at that Karen that I guess wanted that ball back during the whatever baseball game that was happening. I don't remember the details of it, but I saw that posted all over. Everyone was talking about it. So it's just kind of one of those things where one thing can turn it into this whole bigger thing. It's interesting. Can I buy a lobster from you? I mean, to be fair, Maine lobsters are pretty good. They're probably the best. I prefer it over Massachusetts Cape Cod lobsters. Butt on your face? You like that, don't you? You like what that... Yeah, I don't know why. I'm this way. Yaps about something, and then once he's finished... Anyways, next topic on Yap About. Exactly, Kylo. I just keep talking and chatting. Because to be fair, like... I don't really have anything else I'm really good at, if that makes sense. Besides pissing and shitting and crying. I'm a security guard in real life, and I'm also a furry fanboy, and am I okay? Hey, if you're living your best life, if you're happy doing both, nothing wrong with it. You could be one of those that's like an uwu little submissive puppy furry, and then you're just like a chemical engineer with like a master's degree who's like done research on some life-saving things. So hey. Hang around Snowy? I haven't actually seen Snowy in a hot minute. I should probably hit him up to see if he wants to hang out and chat and vibe at some point. I would love to see him again. Granted, I haven't really seen many of my local friends recently since getting back from Megaplex. I think I was just so socially burnt out that I, like, needed to be a hermit for a week. And here we are now, still kind of doing that to the extent of live streaming, but... I mean, I just kind of call people shorthands of their name. I could go Kylo X for your full name. Or I could just say Kylo. Like I say Ember instead of Princess Ember. So there's that. Put on your life jacket. I mean, I could. Maybe that'll be like a goal or something in the future. I don't know. Who knows? I like the dog. I kind of want to put on the dog for a bit. I know we're going to be doing a tier list in a bit, but I kind of want to just hang out in the dog. I haven't had this, like, craving to wear a fursuit recently, and I'm kind of having it by looking at him, because he's really sweet, and I like him, so I'm going to do that. Where's my balaclava? Where's my balaclava? Blah, 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 blah. Where'd you go? Oh, princess. It's time to go skiing, princess. Oh, princess. Put the flies in the bag, princess. Smells chlorinated. That's probably not good, but I don't care. I mean, it's clean because I washed it. Hi guys, Buzz Lightyear here. Back at it again with another furry commentary. Today we'll be ranting about what's the new controversial thing in the fandom recently? influencers, popular furries, or popufurs. We'll be ranting about that. I've decided I want to be dogs, so I'm going to be dog. Oh my gosh, it smells so fresh in here. And look at how well brushed I am. God damn. I did a good job cleaning him. But anyways, how are things? We're having free Levi time. Usually I set this as like a sub goal or something, but I'm okay with just kind of yapping here, chatting. I can read chat just fine, and I don't feel as self-conscious. For some reason, I'm feeling a little self-conscious. I can't really explain it right now. Maybe I just got to get into the swing of things. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I overthink a lot of things. $20 is $20. I mean... Anyhow, hydrate or dihydrate. Gregarious gluttony. Oh my goodness. You know, I will be honest about that whole thing on Twitter. I saw it come up, and I'm just like, I do not care. But then I read one of the comments with like something gregarious gluttony. And I thought that's the only interesting and funny part of it. That one poster phrase, gregarious gluttony. Why is he trying to talk in like Dark Souls boss names? The gregarious gluttony. It sounds like a fucking Dark Souls boss or some shit. I don't know, man. Like, that's the only thing with it. Outside of everything else, don't really care. Don't worry about it. For me, I'm just going to kind of focus on like what more positive I want to put out into the world instead of focus on the negative stuff with that. But I will say, gregarious gluttony is quite a fucking term. It is quite something to come up with. I don't even know where that would come from. And that's the other thing too, like, was that supposed to be like mean or insulting? Like, you know how some people, like, that whole, like, thread, or I guess the messages or whatnot from that Discord, it seemed like the messages that were being sent were intended to do harm, were intended to be mean or make someone feel bad. I'm like, I'm sorry, but, like... You're not going to make me feel bad when you say gregarious gluttony. That's the thing, too, and this is coming from, like, a Call of Duty kid who survived, like, the Search and Destroy Modern Warfare 2 server lobbies. If you insult someone, you have to make sure it makes sense. You cannot overdo it and make it seem so, like, eloquent. You have to use words that the person who's receiving it will understand what the fuck you're saying. And when I hear gregarious gluttony, I just want to chuckle and laugh. I like whatever intention of trying to be mean or message that was being said, that's just out the window. I just do not care about it anymore. For me, it's just like... it's just funny. I think the only good thing from that is people memeing about with the term. The whole gregarious gluttony thing is the new inflates you, making you big and round. I think that's like the one good that's been done, and that's not going away. It is up there. It's up there on the shelf with all our other furry pocket terms that we use every so often. So yeah, there's that. It's just gregarious gluttony. Oh my goodness. That I will say, I did get a chuckle out of that, and then I'm like, oh, that's cool. Moving on to whatever else I was doing. Oh yeah, I was unpacking and cleaning my fursuit and working on my next video. And that's what I did. It was pretty good. But either way, thank you for reminding me of that, Nix. Hope you've been doing well regardless. And also forgot to say thank you, Fast Reinforcement, for the $20 super chat. Don't really know what to do in return for that, so I'll do the thing that everyone likes that I do. There you go. Did it do it for you? Was that the $20 that you were hoping to spend? Where'd my eyelid go? Get me my angry eyes! Oh, there you are. Perfect. You know, I should do more of these fursuit chill streams like this. This is fun. I'll be honest, just being able to sit here as like somewhat of an emotionalist dog. My
Have
dog.
A good stream, got family to visit.
But getting to sit here like this and yap is really fun. Like, I love doing this, and everyone seems to do it on like TikTok and Instagram and shit. So like, why can't I do it? What do you mean by? Oh, you got to visit family? Oh, no worries, Dragon. Well, I hope you have a good one. Can we get some life jackets in the chat for Dragon? Thank you for the bits, by the way. I hope the family visit goes well. And I hope you have a good rest of your evening. I'll see you again soon. Hope all is well with you. I will give a kiss for the mic for you. There you go. Daddy, no. No, I am only 27 years old. Absolutely not. Not until my 30s. That's when I'm hoping to get into maybe more of a teacher, professor-esque arc. Ow. I hit my hand on my mic stand. I'm a failure. Anyhow. Wait, leave your left eyelid off. You look really judgmental. It's really cute. Wait, which one's left or right? This one's left? I'm assuming this one fell off. Man, it could be judgmental. I look judgmental enough to be put in a thumbnail. Okay, we like it. Other one, god damn it! Fine, give me a moment. It's okay, it's fine. No worries. Just stay life jacket, Beta. Stay life jacket. I'm not going crazy, you are. Also, hi Keith, I hope you're doing well. I keep seeing your chat messages scroll up a bit. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get to that. And then I go to look at it, I'm like, oh man, it disappeared. I'm sad. But I hope you're doing well, by the way. Hope the wife and kids are well. Hope you had a good megaplex. I saw you in passing at the elevators. I do this all the time where all the people that I want to see at a con, like I see them passing at the elevators when they're going up and I'm going down or vice versa. And I'm like, you, I will find you later. You, literally, like I did that. I saw Keith heading up in the elevators. I was heading downstairs. He was getting on for the elevators. I'm like, you! I'll find you later! And then I never did. That's what happens when I want to go and see people at conventions. It's just like, you see it in passing. You just can't do it then and there. You just can't. You can't have that one-on-one. Unless you kidnap them. And I usually am not the kind of person to do that. I just kind of let them go where they're going. And then I'm like, I'll find you later. And then I never do. But hey, that's furry conventions in a nutshell. Of like, wow, I can't wait to see you at this con coming up. Of course, we'll surely run into one another. And then we run into one another in passing. We're like, we'll see each other soon. And they're like, damn right we will. I'm heading back down. And then the con's like, wow, what an amazing con. I'll hopefully see you and meet you next year. Literally. It was just, it's how it goes. That is the nature of conventions. And it's only more so as cons have gotten bigger. As cons have grown bigger and bigger in the past few years, that scenario has only gotten worse. Only gotten worse. I was like, there's like 10 minutes left of the con. When is that going to happen? I mean, you never know. You never know. That's why I also don't like to make promises whenever I'm like planning to meet people at cons. Because like I would love to, if I had all the time in the world, in a perfect world of going to a con, would love to say hi to and meet people that I said I wanted to, or the people that want to meet me. I'd love to have all that time, but you just can't feasibly do that. I even remember like before COVID, like I think this was my first ever Midwest Fur Fest I went to in 2018. I was asking for advice on how I can manage the con with everyone being there and me wanting to see all these people and not setting these expectations or promises that I wouldn't be able to do. And one of my friends at the time had told me to make a list of all the people who I wanted to see and or spend time with at Midwest Fur Fest that year. And he told me after I finished making my list to cut that in half. And maybe half of those people I would see. And by the end of the con, I had seen about 2/3 of that half. And this was back in 2018.
for MFF. And I was going all over. I wasn't sitting in my room. I was constantly going around. I was, I think, fursuiting at the time, too. I was a pretty social butterfly. So even then, with half of that list of, I'd say, like 100 people, I think I saw, like, maybe 35, 40 or so of the ones that I wanted to see, of the people that I wanted to hang out with. And even then, that's just for, like, seeing them in passing. Granted, I think the list was around 100 at the time, but regardless, it's more the point where that was then in 2018 for furry conventions, for the biggest one at the time, which was Midwest Fur Fest. I think it was like 7,000, 8,000 attendees. And compared to conventions nowadays, that's kind of like chump change for the bigger ones. But nowadays, imagine it, with all these cons hitting like the 10,000 attendee marker, it's only going to get worse with wanting to see everyone and you're just not able to. Because of timing, because of responsibilities, because of other dedications or things that they want to do at the con. It's very finicky and very tricky. So whenever people say they're going to meet up at the con, it's always up in the air. Whenever someone's like, oh, I want to meet you at this con beta. Well, there's no guarantee. If I can, I can. If I can't, I can't. And it's not anything specifically against you or me or any person in particular. It's just one of those things where you just have to understand that the nature of conventions is constantly high energy, high busyness. The essence of it is being social at the end of the day. So if you're looking to meet anyone, it's always going to be up in the air. Always, always. And so that's why you should never get disappointed if you don't see certain people. Unless, you know, you made plans and, you know, they ghost you sort of thing. And, you know, promises are different and making dedicated plans are different, but, you know, it's all situational. For me, a lot of times when it comes to even hanging out with friends, like even my roommates, I roomed with Nova and Monty this last con. I had no guarantees I was even going to see them, despite rooming with them. I'm glad that I did for the time that I was able to spend with him, or them in general, but it just didn't really fully work out. And that's okay. You know, doesn't mean it's the end of the world. There's always next time. There's always next time. I am getting hot, so I'm going to take off my head.
Perfect. I think I timed it very well. If I kept that on for any longer, it was going to get very hot and very moist, and the dog is looking very good. Well, there's my little fursuit advice, if you guys were looking for that, with regards to conventions. But yeah, Keith, if you're here, would love to meet you at another con. Hope we get to do the same song and dance we did at Megaplex next year. But you know, in all seriousness, you know, if it happens, it happens. I'd love for it to happen. I think it will at some point, but it's just like nature of conventions, especially Megaplex. Megaplex is always going to be high energy convention going forward. And also, have a good rest of your night, Kylo. Thank you for stopping by. And thank you, Kiyoshima TY, for becoming a channel member. Enjoy the floaty emotes on YouTube. I appreciate the support. We'll get more life jackets and floaty vests and all that jazz in the chat, please and thanks. A yuck. Is it too late for more coffee? I've been thinking about getting more coffee. Like doing more coffee again a little bit more before I do the tier list ranking of the furry shirts and merch. Would that be wise? It's like 7:45 going into 8 p.m. It's a choice. I wouldn't say it's a good choice, but get more coffee, girl. Okay, you know what? Fair. I'll kind of set up something for. I'll do a small cup. I appreciate the pointer on that, John. I'll do a small cup, and then we'll come back and get started with this little tier list ranking thing. You know, how about tea? I'm not even a tea kind of guy. I'm really not. I wish I was. I wish I enjoyed tea just as much as the other person, but it just doesn't hit for me the way I want it to. So I usually don't do tea. Also, Kiyoshima, thank you for the 5. I didn't even know you could do gifted channel memberships. What the fuck is this shit? How does that work? That's new. Well, I like it. If anything, you know, gives me more of an incentive to add more emotes for that. So, hey, there might be some YouTube emotes coming. We found this out ages ago. I forget a lot of things, Ember. You know this. I even forgot how old I was just now for a second. But thank you, Kiyoshima, for the 5 gifted channel memberships. I greatly appreciate it. Could we get some life jackets and hearts and floaty vest emotes in the chat, please. I really appreciate it. Again, even for me trying to gift it, it just doesn't work. The option doesn't come up. I don't know. It's weird. It's wacky. But I do appreciate it. I would like to figure out if I could add, like, the whole sub-goal incentive thing that I have set, along with the channel memberships as well. I would love to do that at some point. Because, honestly, that would be kind of nice to add to the whole sub-goal. Let me see. Where's the alerts? What does the Twitch sub-goal look like? Okay, that's a little obnoxious and big. I'm going to make that smaller. You're too big, mister. You're too big. You're gregarious gluttony. You know what? I should do this one of these days. I should talk about prolific furry drama with some of my non-furry friends to see what they have to say about it. Because I have a few friends who know nothing about what's going on, but ask me, like, what's the tea with furry? And they've been just so thrown aback whenever I've mentioned, like, the inflates you making you big and round. Or, like, whatever other drama that I've covered. They would lose their fucking marbles if they heard gregarious gluttony. Wacky. What a thing. You know what? To some extent, I hope I say something like that one day that gets memed upon into oblivion. But at the same time, I don't. Maybe not to that extent, but maybe something... It's I don't know. Shit's weird, man. Either way, thank you again, Kiyoshima, for the gifted channel memberships and for the channel membership itself. I'm going to go and get some coffee. It'll be like 2 minutes tops because I'm going to get one of those tiny little cups for it because, you know, I don't want to be up too late. But then after that, we'll do a bit more yapping and then we'll continue on and do our tier list ranking of the worst fucking furry shirts in existence. Because, God, there are plenty of them, and I only got a handful of whom, some of which I can't even show on this stream either, so I have to describe it without showing it, which is exactly what I'll be doing at some point for some of them. But hey, you know, I'll do that in a second. Get alcohol? No. I mean, I actually don't have any. I haven't gotten any in a while, so hey, that's pretty good for me. Let's do a little bit of a setup for the dog, since you guys like the dog. Maybe we could do a thing where, like, they're kissing. You know, no one's ever drawn my characters hardcore making out before. Not that I'm looking for it. I did discover some more other unsavory art that someone did of my character, recently. Forgot that Rule 34 was a thing, and I checked that. I'm like, oh yeah, what are these tags like? Oh. Huh. That's something. And then I just went on with my day. But hey, it exists. How about this? I'm gonna set Levi, like, right on the cusp of the chair right here. So he's just kind of, like, reading chat a little bit. I'm gonna make him look like he's reading chat. I don't know. He's just chilling in the chair right there. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to stop putting it off. Anyhow, be right back. Behave, princess. Otherwise, Daddy's getting angry. I don't know why you put up with me. But I'm glad you do. I forgot one of my paws downstairs, so I brought it up. Look at the paw. Look at the bean. Look at that. Just for you. Levi, are you real? Are you real? Fuck you.
Maverick's feet.
Oh. Inches resting. Inches resting. Just for fans. Maybe. Anyhow, I got coffee, and I forgot that my, what is it? My beans were downstairs. So a little tink-tink to ye. A little tink-tink for good vibes and for good adventures to come. I'm gonna breathe first, because I keep forgetting to breathe, and I'm out of breath half the time. Pup you fur abuses poor fursuiter. No, literally. I actually had someone leave that comment on one of my posts that I made on Twitter, and at first I thought it wasn't sarcastic, so I kind of went with it sarcastically, and turns out it was sarcastic. This is why you can't really have like sarcasm or anything on social media in general, because everything is just read so matter-of-factly. So sad. But either way, tink tink, good drink for ye, and hopefully you have a good rest of the evening and week. It's only just like, what, the first or second week of September, so a lot of good stuff to come, I will say. Levi, does Beta punish you? Where did Beta hit you? You know what? I feel bad. I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry. I love the dog. I love my dog. This is some level of I don't know. Damn, look at what the fuck? Hold on. There ain't no way. Damn! Damn, okay. I mean, I'll take what I can get at this point. Little W's here and there after having a pretty weekend. Why is there a tissue under my chair? Oh yeah, I remember why. But hey, we need to be nicer to Levi. Yeah, I do. I mean, that'll be a conversation for the car. I don't know. By the way, I did finally go through, since I was cleaning my fursuit stuff as well for my Levi's suit. I went through and cleaned my fursuit stuff for Maverick as well. So he's nice and clean. I'm thinking I might do that for a bit of a September goal in the future too, if I do a fursuiting stream as Maverick. Because I found a lot of the old bandanas that actually a friend ended up making for me for Maverick that I just didn't end up using. Wait a minute. Hold on. We can test one now. Okay, we might be going back to fursuiting for just a bit. Just a bit. Because this might go hard. This might. Where are you? There you are. So, I remember my friend Amy surprised me with basically a whole box of these individually made, like, bandanas. And some of them were for Maverick. Some of them are unnamed, like this one for Levi. I want to see if this goes hard with my fursuit. So I might try it on real quick after putting my fursuit on. So we're going to do that in a sec, because I want to see if this actually, like, works. I fucking love, like, this plaid flannel design. Also, is this what is in here? I love it. I love it. You know what's funny? I was given these, like, I know this happened before COVID, and they were just in a box this whole time that I didn't really get to and just kind of forgot about, so I feel a little bad. Which, shout out to my friend Amy, or Corgi Beans. Good soup. Thank you for that. But yeah, this bandana was one in the box that they gave to me. And I just forgot to go through them because I think I was so disconnected to my Maverick Fursona, to my fursuit, that I just didn't bother with the fursuit stuff. But now I can, and I'm going to try this on and see if this actually works and looks good while having Levi. So yeah, fursuit bandanas are peak fashion. Goggles are like a close second. I still need to get one. I still need to get one for Levi. Ooga booga. You scaring me? I mean, yeah. Also, thank you, Sugio Rift, for the super chat. I greatly appreciate that as well. So hear me out. If there are life jackets, then one could argue there are death jackets. Also enjoy the third super chat. Oh, I appreciate that. I talked about it in an earlier stream as well. I have officially quantified. I've officially determined, that's the word I'm looking for, that death jackets are just inflatable pants. Because think about it this way. You know how life jackets, you know, they keep you afloat, they keep your head above water. You'd think that with inflatable pants, it would do the same. Or like inflatable shorts of any kind. But as soon as you inflate it and you're floating on top of the water, the bottom half of you is not heavier. The top half is because the inflated part is above the water. You're just going to capsize. And you're going to be flipped upside down. And you will not be able to breathe. And you will be drowning because you're upside down in the water and your feet are right side up. That's what I would consider a death jacket. Or just no life jacket. Inflatable pants. That is officially what we're calling it. At least in my whole universe of, I don't know, inflatable stuff. I don't know. Look, it's a weird thought, but it works maybe. I don't know. Anyways, let's try this on, because I want to try on my fursuit head and see how this looks. Where did the... Oh, ball claw is right here. So we do this again. Will you invest? I absolutely will invest. If I'm going out one way, it's probably something like that, maybe. Anyways. Buzz Lightyear here. Yeah, like Patrick inflating pants. Yeah, like that. I think. Anyways, let's try it. So Levi, looking good. And then my bandana. The bandana. I just know that burgundy red looks really good with Levi, so. Alright. How are we feeling about this, chat? Is it a handsome look? Does it work with the rest of the colors? Or... I don't know. I mean, I think it does. This actually does look quite dapper. Huh. Maybe I figured out a new fit for Levi. With or without the life jacket. I like it. I think this is gonna work. I think this is just fine. And who would have thought that I would have found this from going through all my old fursuit stuff? I've technically had this since before COVID, but I didn't even know I had it until I looked at it till later. So hey, you know, Furry rediscovers his thing. Wait, hold on. I can pat my head and rub my belly at the same time. Yeah. This is cute. Honestly, I think the bandana is a good vibe. It's a good fit. I think the red is a little bit off, more on like the pinkish side compared to the burgundy red, but honestly, who's really going to be paying attention to that? It just looks cute, and it makes me happy. I just like being a cute pupper. Look, if I can't have the goggles, the adventure goggles, I'll at least take like a nice floofy bandana. So yeah. I think that it might have been the nearest to furry brain rot as you have been. I'm all here for it. Look, there's no plan with what we do here, man. There's no plan with what I do. I'm just a dog. I'm just here trying my best, trying to figure out what the next thing is for me to do in a sea of endlessly,
well, trying not to get canceled, but that also happens every other week, let's be fair. By the way, I was going to ask you guys, I know I could just go over and read my comments on the video, but if you did see the new video that I posted this last Sunday, yesterday, at around this time, actually not around this time at all, what do you guys think of it? I did my best to kind of talk about things in a constructive way without ranting about my life, my feelings, and shit like that. So I want to make sure I talked about things as well as I could have with the topic of being a popufur, because I hate discussing it in a manner of like, oh yeah, I'm a popufur, oh yeah, I'm this, because it's like, I don't see myself like that, and two, you know, in any sense of talking about yourself, I worry that it comes off as egotistical or narcissistic. I don't want to do that. And so I always like try my best to word things and talk about it in a way that isn't that. So I hope I did. It seems like I did, but you know, I try. I hope you don't starve and go homeless. I think that's a pretty baseline goal though. But thank you. Thank you for the wishes with that. Also, hi, Dexter. I hope you're doing... What the hell did I just pull? Oh, that's my medication. I should put that in the bathroom. But, Dexter, I hope you're doing well. I meant to send you a message on a Telegram, but I've been lost on my Telegram as of recently. But I hope you've been doing well. It was lovely seeing you at Megaplex. I hope you had a good con and safe travels back home on your end. I think that's the most important thing, that you made it home safe and sound. I'm glad I got to see you. Glad I got to see you. You look like a Harvard professor. You know, that's the amount of confidence that I want to go in having, but not actually being. You know, fake it till you make it. Didn't come off of the way it came off as you just wanting to explain your position a bit more. It was a good listen, honestly. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I say listen as I was stuck in traffic as I listened. Well, thank you. I never encourage people to listen to me while, like, driving, per se. But, you know, if you do, I won't stop you, but I'm glad that I'm nice background music noise stuff. It was great seeing you too. Can we get a shout out for Dexter, by the way, in the chat? Lovely bean, good soup. He gave me a Tim Tam, and it was delicious. It was really good. The only problem that I had with it was I had gum in my mouth, and I forgot about gum being in my mouth, so it mixed together with the flavor of the Tim Tam, and it was god-awful. But the Tim Tam was good for what it was, so thank you for that. What's a Tim Tam? It's like a little biscuit chocolate covered cookie. It's actually really, really, really good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Chocolate biscuit thing. That's the best way to put it. Dark side of notoriety is something worth talking about. Yeah, that's something I want to bring up at some point. It's not something you really can bring up either, from what I've found, or from what I've thought about. Because I have discussed, or wanted to discuss, the dark sides or the bad sides of notoriety, you know, the people that you know, the people that know you, and so on. But it's also like, bringing attention to that is also dangerous. Because then that's you telling a story, and then that's you relating yourself to that story, and that may or may not be good to do. So it's something that I've genuinely thought about, but might have to wait a little bit on. Or say if I do end up, you know, being done with doing content creation or whatnot, I might do that as like a send-off sort of thing. I don't really know. Either way. Thing is, you don't say you are. It's always other people who call you Popufur. That's why I liked about the video. It's no rant, it's a genuine talk. It's nice to listen to work on break. So tired. Oh, I hope you got some good rest though, and I appreciate it, Pure Heart Bad. Honestly, yeah, I'm just kind of here doing videos and whatnot. Again, I don't go into this with any plan. I'm just kind of dog who drinks coffee and acts so weird and puts on that dog costume and that dog costume, but rarely that one, mainly that one. I was thinking as well, if I started doing saucy, lewd stuff with Maverick, like Maverick Fursuit, how many people would lose their fucking minds? I was thinking about that briefly earlier this last weekend, and I'm thinking about it again of like, huh, would people
really be upset about it. You'd sub so fast. That would be the goal, but hey, I mean, it works, it works. But yeah, I can imagine a lot of people would be upset about it. People have made my character their comfort character, which I guess makes sense. Also, hi, Snibs. Meowdy howdy to you. Hope you're doing well. How's life been going for you? I'm assuming you've been busy doing your thing. Can we get some meowdy howdies and life jackets in the chat for Snibs? How's the Boop doing? How's the life of Snibs? I'm assuming a lot of studying and busy work and then getting whatever relaxation in you can with it. Doing good. Today is hubby's 30th B-Day. Aww! Well, tell him I said happy birthday. I will do my best if I can remember to after, actually, got a good idea. Since I do have your Telegram, I'm going to send you a message to send to him. If that's okay. If that is okay. Snibs. There's Snibs. Well, I hope you get some rest on your end. He's right by me. He said thank you. Okay. Okay. I'll send a nice message on Telegram to send to him from you. Okay. Happy birthday. Birthday. Happy birthday to you. Skibs. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Skibs. That'll be $5. There you go. Would not recommend checking Telegram right now. That's how I wish all people happy birthday if I can. Okay. Do not send $5, please. Do not. Do not send anything. That was just supposed to be funny. Cause I don't know. Look. Happy birthday, Skips. Happy birthday. I'm gonna turn on my fan. It is getting kind of humid in here, and this is what happens when I get a bit too going and all that, okay? But happy birthday, Skips. If we could get some happy birthdays in the chat. Look, big 30 birthday is good. It's worth celebrating. It's very much worth celebrating and very much worth being excited for. This is on 3 or 2. I want it on 1. Wait, you want the heat? Is it cold out by you? Is it cold out by you, Dexter? Happy womb escape. Happy womb escape. Jesus, what a thing. Winter just finished? Oh no. Cameo fee? I remember when I used to have a cameo. I remember that was a thing, and then I stopped wanting to do it because a lot of them were... Snibs. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate it. Could we get some life jackets and beta 8 hearts and happy birthdays in the chat for Snibs and Skibs, especially for the happy birthday. I appreciate that, Snibs. I hope you get some good rest on your end. I know you be busy. I know you a busy bee. And I hope you have some good time to celebrate. Because a big 30 is a big deal. And again, happy birthday to Skibs. That's a very... Once... I consider, honestly, the big 30 to be bigger than, like, the Sweet 16. I never really understood why people celebrate Sweet 16. Was there a thing for that? I just remember, like, it being, like... I guess a thing talked about in, like, media references of, like, oh, her Sweet 16. What's so special about 16? You don't really celebrate anything on top of it compared to the... I feel like, if anything, the bigger celebration is being 21. Most get their first car and such. Will you get a car for your birthday at 16? You can't even... I couldn't even drive when I was 16 yet. I had to wait. I was just at the fucking cutoff where they didn't do the skid school and shit. What do you mean? You get a car? I never got a car. That's funny. I also don't really need a car. Ugh. That's funny. I still drive my mom's Jeep at 18. That was me when I was 18. I didn't get a car. I think I got, like, maybe my first car when I was going into, like, I think my junior year of college. That's when I got a car, and it was, like, a rental. And then I bought it. And my parents nicely paid it off for me. I was very grateful for that. It's just like, damn. It's crazy. They would always show the more spoiled 16-year-old on reality TV. That would make a lot of sense. I feel like I was lucky not having, like, a sweet 16 or anything. For me, when I was 16, I think I played, like, Counter-Strike with my friends. And that was it. That was literally it. I was like, oh. It's birthday time? Should I do something special? Oh, it's in the middle of a nor'eastern in Mass? Great. Can't go anywhere. Anyways, hey Zach, want to play some Counter-Strike? Oh, sure. And that's what I did with my day. That was my birthday. Sweet 16s are just not it. But yeah, big 30. I'd say, like, the biggest birthdays to celebrate are usually, like, 18, maybe. Even then, I found mine to be boring. 21, usually the biggest. Especially when you can, like, drink. Maybe, like, 25 or something, you're in your mid-20s. And then 30. 30 is, like, the biggest one. And then after that is, like, 40, 50, 60, and all that. And then you forget what age you are. And, yeah. I mean, I'm at that point now, so. When someone doesn't get the car they wanted and they start crashing. Seriously? Oh, yeah, I forgot people would do that. Also, like, who cares? Like, I would honestly be happy to get any sort of car. Give me, like, a pre-owned Honda Civic or some shit. I would be crying. I remember, like, even for reference, I remember when I moved into the place that I'm at now, like, 3 or so years ago. I think it was, like, nearly 4. 2021 was when I moved here. So that's, like, yeah, it's been, like, 4 years since. I remember when I moved in that, like, 1st of June, because that's when my lease in my last place ended. My parents, who helped move me in, surprised me with one of those air fryer mini ovens. It's like a Cuisinart. They're like, here, we wanted to give you this. And secretly it was something from my sibling who ended up moving in and then moved out of their place and moved back home, so they didn't need it. So they gifted me this mini air fryer oven. I cried on the spot. I'm not even joking. I had always wanted my own air fryer. I always wanted my own little, like, oven to throw, like, the pizza rolls and, like, a mini pizza and fries in. I was over the moon. I was crying on the spot. I was like, thank you, Mom and Dad. And they're like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I just always wanted an air fryer. Like, actually, genuinely, I'd take that as my Sweet 16 gift. So, yeah, when it comes to that, I'm not one of those that's like, I didn't get the car I wanted. Yo, a chef outfit would go pretty hard. Actually, I'd love, like, a chef outfit that would be, like, kind of a bit tighter if I wore my fursuit on, too. Ooh, that would be kind of nice. Cooking in fursuit stream coming soon again. Maybe that'll be a September goal or something. We'll set, like, another goal for that, to do another cooking stream. Because I have been doing a lot of meal prep stuff. I haven't done, like, any active cooking stuff. Like, cooking meals on the spot besides, like, throwing a pizza in the oven. Or, like, you know, cooking up some marinated chicken. Which is okay. I could definitely go above and beyond. So, maybe I'll do that. September! I love that. I forgot it's September. I love Sheppies. I'm a Sheppy. He's a Sheppy. I love him. Come here. I want to pet you now. You're like the cat that comes and goes every so often. It's like when I'm in the middle of a deadlock game and the cat climbs on my keyboard for attention. It's like, no, not now. Go away. I don't actually have a cat, by the way. One day I will, maybe. And then, like, some days when the cat's just, like, chilling there in the back, I'm like, kitty! And then I'm like, come here. I want to pet you. You're adorable. You're awesome. And the cat's just not having it. The time of wanting attention and affection is just not it. You clearly own an air fryer. Thank you, Derek. I try to have at least that bit of aura, owning an air fryer. BOH is greater than FOH. I don't deal with people. What is BOH versus FOH? I don't know what that acronym is. You own 2 air fryers? That's pretty good. That's a good steal. I love how I said I'd start, you know, doing the tier list review ranking of all the god-awful furry shirts soon. And it's been like 20 minutes. You know, we'll give it 5 more minutes because I want to keep chatting with you guys. Look, I just kind of go with the flow of whatever this stream ends up being, okay? I don't really set like a designated plan at like around a time when I get started with the main stuff. I just like the flow of it. If I interrupt it and it's so like I guess uniform, then it doesn't make much sense. Back of house versus front of house. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, front of house. I always pray for people who work front of house in anything, because a lot of people are just rude and assholes. People can just be assholes. Off topic, but a crazy work story chat. For context, I work at a daycare, so we have the kids outside on the playground. The squirrel came through the fence. So than a normal squirrel, though, it wouldn't spook away. To get it to leave, I had to actually push it with my feet. The squirrel came back a few times before we figured there might be something wrong with it, so we took the kids in. Before I went in with the class, I brushed it with my foot, and it didn't move. Well, probably... Maybe it was dying? Is it okay? I mean, we don't really know. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, I remember having that at when I was at Disney too. There was a squirrel just kind of walking around amongst everyone and wouldn't really skitter off whenever there was like sudden movements. It was just kind of people friendly, but I get that to some extent that is the case. Like I remember years back in Disney, like the ducks are like people friendly. They'll like come up to you and just like stand by you and wait for you to like drop food or something. I think I remember that once when I was sitting to eat like my chicken tendies with my family. And then I felt like a little nibble at like my thigh, and there was just a duck there just like poking at me like, hey, what's up? How you doing? They just wanted something. So I threw something in the opposite direction and they leave me alone. Maybe. Your stream's viewership would really benefit from structure. That's fair, and that's true. Honestly, for me, my structure has always been like at least an hour of yapping of just about really anything. An hour to an hour 30 minutes in, we start going into whatever the subject matter is. We switch to a game or something, and then we wrap it up with just some like chill vibes. That's been really it for the most part, and I've really enjoyed that. Could be better in the future. I think what I'm trying to do especially is at least with like YouTube stuff, with the changes that have happened, I don't know how much I'm going to be investing into making videos. Like, yeah, I'm still going to make my videos, at least my, like, once a week sort of thing. But just, like, investing more time into it has been really weird and exhausting, so I might just, like, switch gears to be more, like, streamer-heavy. Do more stuff live on streams, because I think that's also fun. Especially with it being September, too. Like, I think it's a good time of year to do that. So just, like, it feels... I don't know, it feels more fun and natural. That's the benefit of it. I think, a big question that I get asked a lot is like how I deal with burnout or feeling overexhausted doing the same thing. And the benefit of my position with what I've been able to do is building things on Twitch and YouTube and other things as well, is at least if I get burnt out with one, I can move to the 2 others and work on aspects of that without feeling like I'm missing out too much. So like, I won't have to feel like I'm burnt out of making videos when I can just switch to streaming, or if I'm doing streaming stuff, I work on videos. Or other stuff, so yeah. Gonna actually rank any t-shirts? Oh, we will, don't worry. I have a whole tier list set up. It's not published or anything. Quite frankly, I feel like I should make it a published thing. But, yeah, I might publish a thing if you guys are looking to make your own tier list of it. For me, I'm mainly ranking them because I want to figure out which one I will end up getting, if I can get it. Because that's the thing, too. Some of these designs, like, I found around from what people recommended me or sent to me on Twitter, and it's just, I don't even know where you found these. Look, it wins. That's why I also stream on YouTube, for the VOD nature of it, too. I love doing the stream VOD things. Anyways, you know, you guys seem to want me to go over these shirts. Because a lot of them, I will say, a lot of them are kind of the same. Granted, like, design-wise, they're around the same style. Lots of text, lots of random muscular wolf men. from the meme images you see around of like daddy and kitten sort of thing. And then there are a few that I could not include on this tier list. So let's get this properly started. Today, we'll be ranking the worst, most diabolical furry t-shirts to exist. Within reason. I mean, at least within reason from the ones that I found. Look, I did a little bit of searching on, like, some t-shirt, graphic design tee websites, and I also asked Twitter for a lot of your guys' worst t-shirts that you could send me, so we're gonna go over it today. We're gonna have fun with this. Hi, YouTube. Maybe it's... Look, we're already on YouTube! What do you mean, hi, YouTube? I mean, we could do hi, YouTube. That's gonna hurt my arm later. We're gonna stop that. But anyways, I asked you guys to send me, about like a month or two ago, probably more at this point, I asked you guys to send me the worst furry t-shirts you could find. And this could be t-shirts made by furries, for furries. It could be the somewhat corporatized furry t-shirts, the ones that you see from like Spencer's or Hot Topic or something. Or it could just be one of the most god-awful designs that you came across. And you're like, Beta needs to regret the last 5 seconds of his life for having to watch or read this, for having to see this shirt design. And so that's what we're going to be doing today. I picked out a good few, 50 or so, graphic design t-shirts that involve furries in some way, shape, or form, that are either directly referencing furries or somewhat adjacent to it, and some of whom that I can't even show on this stream, even though they are censored too, so that's a good thing too. So we're going to be going over them. I created this little tier list for us to go over, and we're just gonna have the worst possible time, or best possible time, depending on how you look at it. Anyhow, we all know what we're doing here. I made this tier list. I created a single-use tier list. Look at that. I did the bare minimum today. Can I change the... I can change it. Okay, so S tier is going to be diabolical. Like, the worst of the worst. A is going to be bad. B is going to be slop. Or C, is it B? C, S, A, B, C. Okay, so it's S rank too. This is going to be slop. I'm going to make this the slop rank because I see this is kind of like middle of the road, not amazing, not great. It's just eh. This one is just going to be eh. And then D is going to be actually good designs. Whether they are bad by nature, but they actually kind of go hard. And it also depends on, like, the context. Like, for example, I thought of this category for, like, I think Z or ZK Art made a shirt of their character on it with text that says, I only pee in... Yeah, it's literally this one. I only pee in litter boxes. I thought at first it was, like, a meme shirt made by a non-furry. I would have instantly put this in, like, the bad category. But, like, if this is self-awareness to some extent... Like, it goes hard, okay? If you are at least going to put your own character on it and full send it, you gotta have the confidence to do that. And so I give confidence so many more bonus points than you could possibly imagine. But today, I have selected, give or take, 50 different furry t-shirt designs, some that you know, some that you don't know. And we're gonna be ranking them and seeing which one is the worst of the worst. And by the end of this, I will buy the worst furry t-shirt that we have ranked on this tier list, and I will show it to my grandmother. That's what we're doing today. And yeah, we'll see how she reacts to it. Honestly, she'll probably just be like, no. And then she'll tell me to go back upstairs and change my shirt. I can already see it right now, where, like, I'll be going upstairs to change. I'll come downstairs because we're going down to, like, we're going to lunch or something with my grandmother. I'm like, all right, Graham, I'm ready to go. And she'll look at me and go, no. I'll be like, no, what do you mean? She'll be like, no. Go upstairs. Change now. And I'll have no choice. She'll give me, like, the stern, like, no. She does not put up with the bullshit. She was a teacher. She dealt with it before, and so I understand when she's had enough. And so she'll be like, no. Upstairs. Now. Change. I'm like, what do you mean? I did change. She's like, you know. Now. I'm like, okay. Sorry. Sorry. And then, yeah, that'll be it. That'll probably be the reaction of it. If I do end up getting a reaction. They have to ease up just a tad on more side chat just to keep more with the stream. Yeah, fair. I don't even know what's going on in chat right now. I think people are talking about, like, con stuff and whatnot. But either way, no worries. Regardless, we have like 50-ish furry t-shirt designs to go through that I want to rank. And so let's just get started with it. Oh, here's the whole tier list of the shirts. I put it in a folder just so we can easily look at them. So, yeah. But, without further ado, let's get started. Okay. This shirt, I looked all over on, like, the Spencer's website. I even saw my friend Cody wearing this shirt at Megaplex. I could not find this for the life of me. Also, shout out to the Lilo and Stitch Crocs. Or just Stitch Crocs. What? Shout out to the Stitch Crocs. They go hard. This shirt, I got that dog in me, goes hard. I know this is Spencer's, okay? This is like a non-furry business company making furry merch. Like, I know that is already in iffy territory, okay? But this shirt, it kind of goes hard. I kind of like it. I like the text, the font. I got that dog in me. I like the dog there. However, here's the problem. I've heard, supposedly, allegedly, the shirt design is AI generated. It is AI generated. It's not actually an image. It's just created with AI, which already is, you know, more of a red flag of like, okay, it's just trying to create something for the sake of profit. I get that. I would personally put this, with that in mind, in the slop category. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So this shirt, I got that dog in me. That's slop. I would personally put it in like, but I also just don't know if it is AI or not. I don't want to play that game of trying to guess or figure it out. And so that's why I'm putting it in slop. It looks good. I would like to wear something like that if it was, you know, made by a furry, but it's just one of those where like, I don't want to deal with that. So yeah, for the first shirt, it's slop. I feel like that's where a lot of these are going to go, unless they're just downright diabolical. Like evil. Evilest of evil. So it gives a vintage vibe. It really does. Like, it's like, that's why it kind of disappoints me that it is this way, because it looks nice. It looks aesthetically pleasing. I saw my friend wearing it at the con. It looked good. I could definitely see furries wearing this, ironically, like the feral and horny shirt. But it's just one of those where, like, I don't know if it's genuine or not. And even then, you know, with it having the Spencer's tag on it, it's getting into some, like, it feels dystopian a little bit to me. You know, just seeing a furry t-shirt. Like, this feels very specifically tailored for furries. And then it's like Spencer's small tag on it. Like, it feels a little dystopian. It feels like, I don't know. But hey, at the end of the day, you know, if you wear this shirt, I don't care. That's just it. That just kind of goes without saying, too. Like, if you are really dead set on wearing any of these shirt designs, and that goes for this one, that goes for, like, even this one, I'm a gay furry, and if you ask nicely, I might, like, I do not give a shit. Okay? You gotta have the confidence to wear something like this. If you do, and you have that confidence, and you're living your best life, I cannot judge you for it. I mean, I can. Realistically, I can do whatever I want, but I realistically don't care. If you wear this or don't wear it, it's on you. You know? I also have to bring up the other next set of shirts. Feels like AI slop. Yeah, it kind of is. It feels like it. But either way, for the first shirt, one of like 47 or 48 or so. First one, slop tier. Pretty straightforward. Next shirt. Oh my god. This is one of the many that we will see that is just so out of touch with what the furry fandom really is about. I also love, because this is one that was sent to me on Twitter, where they just sent me a screenshot of whatever they saw on Amazon, and this is it. I also love the constant fucking tag spam for the description of the shirt. Rather yiffing, funny, humor, furry, furries t-shirt, tank top, long sleeve shirt, sweatshirt, hoodie, men, woman, kids, made in Canada. See what I mean? Like, it's one of these things where they just spam whatever keywords they can into it. And it's like, I'd consider this slop. I'd consider this slop as well. We're going to see a lot of these shirts where they will unironically be using the word yiff or yiffing. And my guy, we are not in, like, the CSI episode of Furry era of the furry fandom anymore. No one uses the word yiff at all. I would consider it like the taboo word. I would consider no one uses it. And it's a good litmus test to be able to tell who's in touch with the furry fandom and who isn't. You know? Has anyone ever seen that in a bit? Like, yiffing? Like, even from the anti-furries, too, who say, like, yiff in hell? Never heard that! Haven't heard that in years. Haven't heard anything like that in years. The fuck you mean we say yiff? Yeah, that's a thing! That's actually another thing to point out, too, Constant. Yiff died so long ago? It did! I just remember it being, like, this kind of cringe term that people used back, like, I guess around, like, the COVID era. I'd say, like, 2020 was, like, the latest it was used, 2021. But, like, it's always ever since then, I would argue it has been, like, the litmus test word. Where if it's used, you know it's being used by someone who's out of touch with the community. And this can very well be the case for anyone trying to, say, make shirts for furries or for the furry community. You know, I get it if it's like a meme word and you're really trying to like send it, but like this is one of those where like I'd rather be yiffing, or like just any other shirt that has yiff on it. Like what I'd also even argue too, this isn't really a furry design shirt. You're just using the word yiff or yiffing. It's just text. It's slop. That's what I'd rank this, slop. I rank this slop. Not even like a good kind. Just slop. Anyways, this is how we're ranking it. So where is it? I'd rather be yiffing. That's slop right there. No value. Nothing of value. In fact, I think we already have the ranking good enough for it as is. At least the slop here has a good enough design. In fact, I am so set off by this I'd rather be yiffing shirt. I'm gonna put I Got That Dog in Me in bad tier. Actually, no. It's Still slop, but it's slightly better. I guess in this case, we're going from, like, best to worst, where worst is at the top. I know this tier list doesn't make much sense. Oh, well. It's like dabbing? Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, that's the thing. Like, this, I'd rather be yiffing. It's a bad shirt. I wouldn't put it in the same tier as this. As much as this one has its own problems, at least there's a little bit of effort. And I mean that in iota of effort with the design on the front, okay? This is just text. This is slop. This doesn't even get any points in being a shirt that I would even buy. There has to be a point. It's so bad it's good. There are some of them here that do that. Trust me. There are some of the shirts here that do that. But this one with the tag spam, it just doesn't do it for me. Also, $27 for this shirt. Fuck no. Anyways, next design. Our favorite. I'm a gay furry, and if you ask nicely, I might lift my tail. We've gone over this one many a times. We did a whole video dedicated to this specific shirt, but it is AI. Or at least you can tell or insinuate that it's AI. Never really know it for sure, but a lot of context clues can make it aware. The text at the top, even if it might be going for like Sonic Obama backpack vibes, what is going on there? Why is there no teeth? What is going on with the armpit? Why are there so many creases there? You know? Little things here and there that you can tell that it's AI generated. What's the original again? I don't even know. I couldn't even find the original of I'm a gay furry, and if you ask nicely, I might lift my tail. Couldn't find the original. But this one I saw going all over the TikTok shop during Pride Month in June. which is funny, you know, it's more like slop pandery, which is actually where I would probably rank this shirt. I know that this is a design on it, but truthfully, I'm putting it in slop. Like, it's one of those where, like, it was advertised during Pride Month. It's very evidently uses AI for the image. And it's just, like, as much as the design's there, it's, like, it makes it so obvious. Like, the intention feels a little bit more disingenuous. You know what I mean? And that's more of, I guess, what I'm going for with these shirts, too, or at least accounting for. Like, yeah, there might be some objectively bad shirts that I would consider good, because the intentions are just supposed to be, yeah, this is a shitpost. Yeah, this isn't great. What of it? And I can very feasibly put it there because you can tell by the art to some extent. So, yeah, I'm a gay furry, and if you ask nicely, I might lift my tail. That's slop. That is slop for me, slop for you. He, she, it slops. We slop, you slop, they slop. I just conjugated slop. You're welcome. No one asked for this. But anyhow. Okay. Okay. My doctor said I'm morbidly a beast. Here's the problem. Would you even say this is a furry shirt? Because I will say... Alex, speaking of slop, my man, Alex, you can't. Alex, thank you for the treat stream. I appreciate it. You said speaking of slop, and then you treat stream me McDicks. I appreciate it, dude. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for feeding me again. Dexter, sorry. I'm not just an American that just says McDonald's. I call it McDicks. I know it's called Macca's. I know you call it Macca's. I call it McDicks. I had a friend in high school named Zach, and he would call it McDicks. I cannot remove that from my head. Everyone looks at me with a weird fucking face whenever I say that, with a straight face. But genuinely, I call it McDicks. I just do it, okay? But Alex, thank you so much for the McDicks. I appreciate it. Thank you for the physical slop I will be ingesting after this stream. I appreciate it. I appreciate it lots. And I also hope you're doing well, and I hope you get some good rest on your end. I know you're busy. I do appreciate it so much. But this shirt, my doctor said I'm morbidly a beast. I know some people might argue that this isn't a furry design shirt, and to some extent it isn't. I think we can somewhat constitute it as such, because the amount of times that I have seen this design, we'll see a lot more of these. That werewolf ripping off its shirt in the back, we're going to see a lot more t-shirts like it. As much as it is not directly a furry t-shirt, I would say it can be considered it. I would say that this would be kind of low-key-ish. It's not necessarily a furry design again, but the amount of times that I have seen these three designs used within context to furries, or like a furry meme or something, I would like to argue, based on the internet and what it is sort of lumped into, I'd count this as such. But also because this shirt goes fucking hard. It goes hard. My doctor said I'm morbidly a beast. My doctor said I'm full of diarrhea. You know, I don't know what else I expected when reading that chat message. But hi, Montbark. Could we get a shout out from Montbark in the chat, please? Lovely bean. I saw him build a water park. Actually, that's what I was thinking of doing at some point, guys. Would you guys want to see me play Water Park Simulator and do like the whole plugin thing where you can visit my park and I can do it? I know everyone's doing Water Park Simulator or Water Park Manager Simulator, but I'm gonna be honest, I kind of want to try it too. So yeah, let me know. Would love to try it. Would love to. But Mom Bark, I hope you're doing well. Good to see your face again. Would you consider this a furry shirt? It's kind of on brand, not gonna lie. It really is. The only downside is that game does not have life jackets in it, and I am sad. Also, what is up, Alex? What be up, gamer? I've seen that wolf in so many K-pop memes. Yeah. I've seen it constantly in furry memes. Like, the text is furry related, but the image is just like these wolves. I guess I'm going to count it as furry because there's at least 2 anthropomorphic animal characters in the back. Even if it doesn't necessarily have the nature of it being furry, I'm going to call it a furry design shirt. If someone wore that at a FurCon, I think it would fit in. Honestly, that's a good way of putting it. If you could wear this at a furry convention and you feel like you're fitting in with the rest of the crowd with the shirt that you're wearing, that it's a furry shirt, that's actually a good bit of criteria to go for with it. I didn't even think about it that way, Montbark or Cody. I'm still going to call you Cody. I'm sorry. I'll call you Montbark officially. But I know you as Cody, Farty Shorty Cody. But if it's too much of a problem, I can go Montbark. You just have to be like, Beta, fuck you. I'll be like, okay. But thank you for that little criteria breaking down, Montbark. I think that's a good way of putting it. If you wear it at a convention and you feel like you're fitting in with the crowd and it works as a furry shirt within the context of the fandom, then yeah, that could qualify as a furry shirt. I think that's a good criteria. Ah! Alex, thank you for the 5 gifted. I greatly appreciate that as well. Can we get some life jackets and Beta 8 hearts in the chat? If you got a life jacket sub from him, you know what to do. You know to thank him. Yeah, yes you do. You right there. Look at my fingers, so blurry. Oh my god. Now you can log into any sort of Touch ID thing I have. I don't think that's how it works that way. But still, thank you for the gifted subs, Alex. I appreciate it. Furry adjacent at the very least? Yeah. I mean, even some of the other shirts we've gone over could technically not be furry adjacent. But still, this one. My doctor said I'm morbidly a beast. Honestly, it goes hard. But here's the thing as well. We're going to see a lot of these t-shirts. A lot of these designs of this one, especially this one, on a shirt going forward. We will see plenty. I would personally put it in eh. Just eh. It's not slop by any means. It kind of, you know, it might be slop to the extent of we've seen stuff like it before, but right now, I think it's just pretty okay and eh. I don't know how questionable the whole morbidly a beast part is. I feel like that could be a little offensive, but even still, it kind of goes hard, okay? It's better than I'd rather be yiffing, okay? So I'm gonna put this in eh tier. Where are you? Where'd you go? There's so many of them. Here it is. My doctor said I'm morbidly a beast. I'm gonna put it in eh. In fact, it's better than the I got that dog in me. I would get this over the I got that dog in me shirt personally, so yeah. Either way, eh tier or C. C tier, middle of the road. Yeah. But I would rather be yiffing. I hate it. Also, have a good time shopping, Nova. Have a good shower and a good shopping. Shop and shower. Shop and shower. Anyways, next shirt, since we have like 40 plus to go through. Oh. The classic. I only pee in litter boxes? I only pee in litter boxes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a shirt that Z put together, right? I remember them hopping into my streams once and saying, oh yeah, I made this thing for the meme. Okay, they did. This goes hard. This actually goes hard. I am putting it in the pretty alright tier, in the green tier, or D tier, I guess. It's diabolical, but it's actually like, where would I put this? I don't think it's slop. Oh, they did? Oh, okay. Well, question. But, like, here's the thing. I think they did. I still think this is diabolical in the sense of it goes hard, but it goes even harder if, like, Z made this. And I do not know for certain. I remember in a passing stream they mentioned how it exists and they might have made it. Context does matter for this. I still think this is funny as fuck, especially if a furry made this. Especially if Z made this. As long as she actually made it and someone didn't steal her image. That's fair. You said in the video they made it. Okay, that's fair. I still might need to check in with them with it. But still, for a furry to make this, it goes hard. That takes balls. That takes a shit ton of confidence to put that out. And not only that, but even, like, sell it to some extent. I kind of hope they sold it and made some profit off of it. That would be hilarious. That is just... I only pee in litter boxes. I would actually get a shirt of that with my character on it. I would wear it. But you have to make the text yellow. You have to make the text yellow, and it has to be a black shirt, and it has to be, like, maybe cropped. Maybe cropped. Like a cropped image of Levi or Maverick or something. I would wear that. I would wear it around a con. I think that would be the most diabolical furry shirt design out there. Because context does matter, and looking at it without any context is, one, dangerous, but also, two, you don't know what the response will be. I honestly might put this in diabolical tier. Because it's not even close to slop. I'd argue that it's, like, arguably good to some extent, depending on the context of it, but not knowing the context, I think that's what makes it better. So right now, I'm putting this at the top of diabolical. Because it could be actually good, depending on if it's made by a furry. But here's the thing. I would actually get this and wear this as a diabolical shirt. So I'm going to put it there. I only pee in litter boxes. First ever diabolical tier. Not diabolical in the way of, like, oh, awful design sort of thing or insulting design. But more of like, okay, this is bad, but it's like good bad. And it's especially good bad if the context of it is that Z made this shirt. So just saying. I would 100% put it in diabolical. I would get this. I would buy this shirt. And it's especially better if this is the most diabolical shirt and Z is selling this. I'm also supporting a furry creator. So it's like best of both worlds. Like, I wear this. It's a god-awful t-shirt. But I'm also supporting, like, a creator here. And they're making something from it. So that's pretty good. I'll take that. But either way, I only pee in litter boxes. First diabolical tier. Where do we go from here? Love yourself. Okay, this is just good. This is just cutesy. I think Ivy sent this to me and posted it in the thread of that tweet that I made. This is actually good. I'd put this in the actually good tier. This is, like, cute. I know it's supposed to be kind of like the making out with yourself, like, hardcore sucking face Fursona shirt. But this is actually just really cute. I would unironically wear this as, like, a cute shirt. Okay, I can't put it anywhere above, like, it's actually good. So, yeah, this is relatively easy. So, Ivy Combs, love yourself. Actually good. Sorry, it's at the bottom of the tier here, but it's still just, you know, I can't see it as slop or anything bad. It's just cutesy fun. So, yeah. Bro, do you even yiff? Oh, so see what I mean? We're just unironically using the word yiff. Why is the shirt so long? Why is it so long? Bro, do you even yiff? What is this from? What is that character? Is this just some unnamed fox fursuiter? Is this bad? Are you going to answer the question? Which question? What was the question? I'm sorry. I can't really scroll up in chat. Are we doing the shirts we find in Spencer's? Not just Spencer's. We're doing, like, pretty much the ones that I just found. So it's a mix between Hot Topic and Spencer's. So, yeah. Do you even yiff? Oh, that was the question you were asking. So do I even yiff? I mean, that's bold of you to assume I get any action at all. So, yeah. It's like, I'm gonna be honest, this reminds me of like old gen meme humor, like millennial humor, back when like the internet was in its like 2008 eras, with like the memes with the impact font, or like Bada Boom, the Bada Boom font, remember that? And then you have like the circle of like colors and then like the face in the middle. That's what this kind of shirt design reminds me of. Can I has cheeseburger? Exactly. Stuff like that. That era of like the internet humor and memes and all that. I consider Bro Do You Even Yif in that category, or at least trying to do that. I would say that it's slop, because it really does kind of read like that. Like, the design itself, maybe it's fresh. I don't know. This is the best quality picture that I could get for it. But yeah, it's definitely not, like, awful. It's just, I mean, it is pretty bad. Let's be honest. Like, anything that has YIF in text form on the shirt is already just in bad category. But I consider this, like, slop. It's just... Man, this is bad. Okay. People casually wearing my wiener like it rough with that wiener dog and pup gear. Jesus Christ. I don't think I've ever seen that shirt design before, Jacob. I think I even tried looking at it before, trying to find stuff like it, but couldn't. But either way, this one, where will we put it? Because I can't really figure it out. Do you even YIF? Where is it? Here it is. Bro, do you even YIF? It's in between slop and bad. I would say it's bad. I put it a tier above or tier worse than slop, because saying it's better, saying it's the same as I'd rather be yiffing, at least there's a design on it. The vibe or the atmosphere is very similar to old gen era humor. I'd say it's bad. Not diabolical, not slop. I'd say it's slop, but just a little bit worse than that. So bad tier. Pretty easy. It's just, bro, do you even YIF? People don't even call each other bro anymore. It's all just like blood or like MF, and that's it. No, bro, you can tell that this was concocted with the mindset of being stuck in like the 2010s. Though I will admit, it is kind of nostalgic to some extent. Do we say bro all the time? I never hear it. I never hear people being like, bro, do you this? I hear people calling me like blood or something. What the fuck does that even mean? I don't know, man. I stay away from TikTok and Instagram, so I'm probably out of touch. But I just know that people don't go bro. They go like dude. Maybe it is just an older thing. I will say, I do look at this shirt and get a little sense of nostalgia. Like, do you even YIF, bro? I know it's so bad. I feel yucky just saying it. But it's like, I feel like I'm being taken back to when I used to watch like Markiplier on my computer at home on YouTube, back when he was at like 300,000 subscribers. It's just old-timey YouTube. I miss it. I kind of miss it. I kind of miss that old humor. So like, nostalgically, I like it. Has the slop arrived yet? The slop has not arrived yet, I don't think. Say, please keep your phone ready. Okay. Well, I did. I kept my phone ready. I also love how I got a notification that PayPal charged me for, like, whatever thing that I have through them right as they're having an outage, or at least we're having an outage before I started the stream. That's kind of poetic to some extent. Oh, hey, this thing is down. But give us your money. Crazy. But yeah, this one, I get a little bit of a sense of nostalgic for it. Just a little bit. Damn, these shirts are so wowzers. Also, thank you, Ranchius Goober. I appreciate the super chat. That's very, very generous of you. It's very, very generous of you. I see this at Hot Topic. What is that? Is that another shirt? Hold on. That is... That's awful. What on earth is this? What on earth is that? I don't think I saw this one before. What do you constitute this? I can show this on stream, right? I'm not showing anything bad, right? Yeah, okay.
Mavericks.
What do you like? I'll let this play out for a second, because if I switch it over, it's gonna kill it. That's... I wouldn't even say that's necessarily a furry shirt, per se. I wouldn't even say it is. But that... I see that as a real shirt. What is this shit, man? My wiener likes it rough. Where would you wear this? Besides to, like, a strip club or something. Where would you wear this? I'd actually wear this to, like, a funeral or something. If it was my friend's funeral, I would wear it. They should have said rough. Yeah, that's true, Snibs. I honestly wouldn't even constitute this necessarily as a furry shirt. It just seems like an in general, like... I could see it being furry, but I don't know if... it could. I'd still put this in, like... Put it in, like, bad tier. It's not necessarily slop. It's very unique, but it is bad. It's like, what? I don't know, man. I mean, hey, at least it's $25 instead of $28. Thank God. But yeah, even though it's not on the list here, I would definitely put this in, like, bad tier. It's just bad. In between slop and diabolical. But just... That's bad. Thank you for sending that to me, Jacob. Anyways, next shirt. What do we got? What do we got next? It's coming up. Surely it's better, right? Oh. Well, I guess we're still sticking with the older era of humor shirts. Just kidding. I'm not a furry. Just kidding. What is he looking at? What is that 1,000-yard stare? I'm here entirely for that stare. What is going on? I don't know if I'd wear this. This feels... I would say... Gonna be honest, guys. I already know this is going in the slop tier. It's not bad. It's just like... It doesn't feel like a furry made this. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like it was just kind of put together by someone trapped in, again, the 2000s to 2010s era of, like, the internet. I'm not a furry. Just kidding. And then just throw any Fox clip art. It looks like Fox clip art. It's just so nothing. Like, that's just it. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just feels sloppish. Feels like slop. Like, I don't know. Did you just throw, like, any Fox on here? It would have definitely been a little bit less sloppy if it, I'm using the word sloppy now. I would argue that this is a little bit less sloppy if it was like a Fursona on here, but this is just like Fox clip art. So I'm putting this in the slop tier personally. It's just, like I said, there's gonna be a lot of these going forward. They're just not that great. So yeah, I'm not a furry. Just kidding. That's like slop. I'd say it's better slop than these two. I would say there's a little bit more effort there, maybe. Yeah, it's just... It literally is clip art. I googled it. That's awesome. Just taking clip art and put it on a shirt and throwing the text furry on it. Yep, furry shirt. And that's what I mean by slop. It's just like stuff that's made to some extent to pander to furries, which you don't really know that or not. You can only just get the vibe from what you're looking at. And I've seen plenty of furry t-shirt designs, both in and outside the fandom, to kind of, to some extent, learn, like, yeah, it's just, yeah. I'm surprised none of the Yiv shirts had a Fox so far. Oh, don't you worry, Snibs. We're getting there. We are getting there. But either way, it's slop. Next up. Okay, there's a little bit of effort here. This looks a little bit drawn. Furry is my religion. Suiting up is my shirt. Okay, that's kind of bad in a funny way. Like, furry is my religion. 4 words. Suiting up is my shirt. 5 words. It just looks so off-putting seeing up there. Does it not? You can just say fursuiting is my shirt. What does that even mean? I don't know. Doesn't even make sense. Furry is my religion. Suiting up is my shirt. Wait, yeah, you got a point. What the fuck does that even mean? What is that? What does that mean? I mean, I will say I do like it for the sake that they use like 3 colors or 2 colors throughout this shirt. It's kind of nice. But like, it feels like it's trying to say your shirt goes up when you put your suit on. Yeah, I don't know. Also, again, just kind of a generic fox. It's a step up from, you know, the clip art, but it's, I don't know, man. The suit isn't your shirt if you're wearing this. Furry is my religion. Furry equals religion, okay. Suiting up is my shirt. Furry equals religion. Suiting up equals shirt. Maybe it's trying to say that this shirt is their substitute for being able to fursuit. I can't fursuit, so I'm wearing this shirt. Kind of like that, maybe. It brings up memories of analogies on the SATs. Christ almighty. Yeah. Sorry, I can't say that. Furry almighty. Yeah, it reminds me of all those, like, double meaning, penalizing messages you'd see on the SAT. Messages? Jesus, beta. Questions you'd see on the SAT. Just those god-awful questions that you don't even know what the right answer is. It's so, like, you have to do mind games, mental gymnastics to figure it out. It's like analogy? No, analogy. That's how you were supposed to think about it. So yeah, furry religion as suiting is to shirt. Wait. Then what is the correlation with religion to shirt? Do you wear shirts when you go to mass? I mean, yeah, usually you don't go shirtless. This shit's weird, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna think too much of it. It's going in, like, bad tier. It's just bad because it confuses me. I'm confused more than actually happy to be reading this. So where are you? Fursuit, furry is my religion. You're in bad tier. You're up there with old-timey stuff. It's just, I'm confused by what that means. I think it's especially funny because, like, the second part is 5 words and the first part is 4. Suiting up is my shirt. Furry is my religion. Suiting up is my shirt. Like, I like that. It's funny to me, okay? Either way, next one. Don't worry, be furry. It's simple. It's simple and to the point. It looks like it's drawn. I'll give him that. That one's nice, at least. It kind of is. It doesn't look like, again, it was made by a furry. Does that make sense? I don't know. It's just another orange fox shirt. I can see a kid wearing this and being happy. Yeah, I could too. Don't worry, be furry. Like, it's there's nothing wrong with it. I would say it's like, you know what? I would say it's actually good. I put it at the very bottom of actually good for this tier list. It's like not bad. It's not good. It's cutesy more than anything. Don't worry, be furry. It's simple and to the point, and you can understand what's going on with it. Yeah. The design just looks too corporate stock imagey. Yeah, it does. But at the same time, like, the way it's drawn, like, I don't know. It looks a little too genuine, if that makes sense, because of the pose and whatnot and the actual art of it. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way. Like, I don't mean to, I guess, judge the artistic depth of this art piece, but it looks like someone who's not really as experienced of an artist around, like, furry stuff, if that makes sense. I don't even mean to be that guy to say that, but it just kind of, I don't know, it's got that kind of personalness to it. I don't know. I'm probably being weird and too sentimental. Either way, I'm going to say it's at the bottom of actually good for now. For now. You've seen similar shirts like this? Why do I have hair in my mouth all the time? Stop it. But yeah, I would put this in just top of bad or good, wherever it is. We can move it around later when we see more of these shirts, but for now, yeah, it's not bad. Moving on. Oh, God. So many of these Anatomy of a Furry shirts, man. Oh, there's so many. This was done, like, years ago, too. Years ago. I remember all of those. Remember that? Anatomy of a Furry, Anatomy of a Fox, Anatomy of a Dragon. My friend worked on those shirts. My friend worked on those designs, and he worked hard on those designs, let me say. This looks like someone's Fursona, though. I would still personally put this in slop. Not because it's bad or it's good. It's, you know, Anatomy of a Furry shirt. Honestly, I think the problem that I have with it, the text here is just a shade lighter than the shirt, so I can barely, like, read what this is. But it's supposed to say, Anatomy of a Furry. It's not a phase. Drama detectors, hidden squeaker, first date. Oh, I wonder what that means. Oh, no. Dance pads. Oh, well, what's this? What is that even pointing to? Hold on. This might be a tier above slop. Because there's slop. This might just be bad, because what is this pointing to? What is that? I don't know. Needless accessories. Free hugs. It's just... I feel like this is like a copy and paste kind of shirt. You know? Oh, whoa, kneecaps. Wait, furries have those? Whoa. Oh, whoa, kneecaps. Oh, the first date. God, man. I would put this in, like, slop. I would put this in slop because it's just like, I have definitely seen shirts with these exact descriptions on it with the whole Anatomy of a Furry design. We've been through the anatomy of insert Fursona here before. We've done that phase. It even happened before COVID. Like, having them happen now is just more of like beating a dead horse and trying to fill that gap with insert whatever new Fursona here. I think even this Fursona's used elsewhere for it. I don't know. Either way, I would put this in slop because I've seen so many of these before, personally. So, Anatomy of a Furry, you're going in slop tier. In fact, I would probably put you... You know, at least you're unique to have its own character on it. I'm going to put it above I'd Rather Be Yiffing. In the slop tier. Thank you. In the slop tier category. But hey, we'll have a lot of slop shirts, let me tell you. You can barely read it. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, from a distance, you just cannot read it. You gotta zoom in on it. But either way, onward we go. Okay. Yeah, that's awful. Yeah, we're not. That's just someone's ass. That's just a gray wolf's ass. Furry thighs save lives. I mean, I would put my butt emote on a shirt. Let's be real. I'd put it on a shirt. Wait a minute. Hold on. Why does this look in similar style to this shirt? Why? Inches resting. Inches resting. Furry thighs save lives. I'm just gonna put this in bad. I don't think it's slop. The style definitely reminds me of that other AI slop shirt. I would say it's bad just because it's bold to just put your Fursona's ass on a t-shirt. I would do it. I kind of want to do it now, if I'm being entirely honest. I kind of want to make that a one-off design to just sell just my booty emote. And then, like, there you go. I would put this in bad. I don't think it's diabolical because, quite frankly, like, it's... At least it's a bigger design. I've seen it much, much smaller before for designs. It just reminds me of that AI slop shirt we saw. Like, with the style. Like, look at the style for this. And look at the style for this. Like... This is a I wouldn't wear this bad. Yeah, that's fair. Like, it just... I'm probably just gonna put it in bad for now, with the option for it to be put into slop. I mean, some people would, but yeah. For now, like, dude, compare them side by side. It's kind of funny. I'm gonna put it in bad. I think it's at the bottom of bad because it's just like thick thighs save lives, furry thighs save lives. I don't know. It's just... I don't really know. It's just bad. It's bad. That's it. I mean, most of these are bad. Who am I kidding? Next one. Oh, finally. Something I can go out in public with. Alpha in the streets, kitten in the sheets. See what I mean? We're going to be seeing this design a lot. You could say that this is slop, but it does go hard. I would boldly wear this. It's like bad, but it's like kind of slop-ish bad. Why isn't there a kitten? I know. See, that's false advertising. It mentions a kitten here. Why is there no cat? Why is it only wolves? There's no kitten. That would be, you know what? Maybe that is slop. To the extent that this is just false advertising. We might just have to disqualify this. You mentioned a cat, and there's no cat. No cat? Kitten in the sheets? No cat. No cat at all. Is this the same image as the Morbidly Obese one? Yeah, it is. It's like the exact image that they use. Okay, so like I said, we might be getting into, like, slop territory. Wait, that's, like, the whole move. Is it the same font and all? Bro! That's awesome! That's even better. Oh my god, it does the whole font where it, like, it caves in here at the top. It's a different font, but, like, the whole style of the shirt. Oh... Alpha in the streets, kitten in the sheets. I'm just gonna put it in slop. I think that's the best place for it. Because it's just like, we're gonna see a lot of these, okay? Even this one was in eh. At least, I will say, at least the Morbidly Obese one had like a little bit of creativity. Just a little bit. That one, I'm gonna say it's slop. Either way, that was... That's just funny. It's the same image just flipped. That's what I mean. A lot of these, when it comes to like furry design t-shirts, like quote unquote furry design t-shirts, it's very much a hit or miss at what is going to happen. Like what the design is going to be, if it's going to be a repeat. Like you can only go so much with furry design stuff besides putting your fursona on a shirt. Or making just a straight-up design. You know? So it's like, I don't know. We're in the territory where a lot of these are just going to be, like, copy and pasted from one another, or very similar. I mean, we're already seeing that with a lot of the non-furry, furry-made t-shirts. They're all just kind of the same jokes that you'd see. They still think that we joke about yiffing. That word hasn't been mentioned since before the COVID times. Let me tell you, it's been half a decade. Let's wrap it up. It's not that hard. But either way, let's keep going. We still got like what, 30 more, 40 more? I lost track. Now this one. Okay, I can, you know what? This might actually be a furry made shirt because the background looks nice. I don't know where this came from. This one. Ooh, that's bad, but like, at least it's consistent. I'd put this in the bad category. You could consider this slop, but I'd say it's just bad. It's not diabolical. I don't think it's diabolical. That would have to be up there with... Actually, maybe it does look diabolical. It kind of is. It kind of is diabolical now that we think about it. This is at least bad. It's at least bad, but that fucking face, man. Dude, why? We are just one step away from having, like, a furry ahegao style hoodie or shirt. I don't even know if I pronounced it right. You know, like, ahegao, whatever it's called, where it's, like, all the faces of the anime girls on the shirt. You know that one that's, like, memed about a lot? We are one step away from having the furry version of it. Surprised no one's done it by now. Either I'm just super dumb and haven't researched it, but yeah, we're pretty close to it, especially with designs like this. I will say it's bold. I mean, the expression kind of goes hard. I like the drippy tongue. That's nice. Yeah, this is pretty diabolical, and the fact that they have like this background on top of it, the cutesy background like that, I'm putting it in diabolical tier. That is top of the line worst furry t-shirt design. And at least they're bold about it with the background. So I gotta put it there. Diabolical tier it is. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Lick my paw. Thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate that. Love the name. Very fitting with the shirt that we just went over. Welcome on in. I hope you had a good stream on your end. Can we get a shout out for Lick My Paw? What are you getting up to on stream? How are you doing? I'm going over the worst, most diabolical furry t-shirts that I could find. Whether it's furry related or not, or it's meant to be for furries or not. Like, we're going over them, and so far, this is how the tier list is looking. Which it actually isn't that bad. I mean, we've been through a good few. Got through, like, what, 14 or so? That's pretty good. But yeah, so far, the I Only Pee in Litter Boxes shirt is probably the one that goes the hardest. Like, the worst, the hardest shirt. Same thing with just the Yif shirt. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this. I would wear this in a video. I would unironically put this on in a video. If you give this to me in, like, a red or orange t-shirt or something, I'd wear it. I'd put it on. I'd wear it in a video. Not even mention it in the slightest, and half the comments would be like, Beta, what the fuck are you wearing? So yeah, that's why for me, diabolical tier. top tier. Pretty sure furry ahegao shirts have already been done. Oh my lordy, Andre, hello! This is wild timing to have this up on the screen. Everyone's coming in today. Welcome on in, Andre. Hope you had a good stream on your end. What were you getting up to? What were you doing? We are currently ranking the worst furry t-shirts that I could find. Or the ones that were sent to me, courtesy of the lovely peeps on Twitter. And this is the most recent one. This is the most diabolical one we found. Hope you're doing great. I mean, we've been over some of the worst fucking t-shirts I've ever seen. So it could be better, could be worse, but hope you're doing well. This is our tier list so far. We're just ranking the for those just coming in. I'm Beta, I do floaty, life jacket, dog, internet stuff, and literally 10 minutes before stream I put together this tier list. And we're basically trying to find the worst furry t-shirt design of all time. Like, Diabolical would not wear this at a wedding, would only wear it to disappoint. And the goal is, whatever the worst shirt is in the Diabolical category, I will wear that, or buy it first. I will buy it, I will wear it, and I will show it to my grandmother. My sweet, sweet grandmother. And no matter what, she will probably have so many questions, or she'll just send me back to my room to take it off and change into a different shirt. But yeah, this is what we have so far. Probably the worst shirt so far is I only pee in litter boxes with Z's Fursona on it, which just goes so hard. The reason why it's in the top of the tier is because apparently Z made this shirt design. So this is something that she created and sold, and I fucking want this shirt. Poor grandma. Look, she's already seen some shit, sadly, but she also just doesn't care. She's at that point where she's like, I don't care, and she already knows half the shit that I do. She's been on my streams before. But yeah, this is what we're doing today, and we're getting through this tier list. Let me tell you, it's not fun. A lot of this is just kind of like the same crap over and over again with either clip art or like the same images, or it looks AI generated. So, you know, the bar isn't high. Maybe next time we'll just like rank other furries merch as well, if that's something people would be wanting to do, like ranking furries merchandise or merch shirts or something. I don't know. Could be a fun little thing to do, but for now I'm just kind of limiting it to whatever I was sent and whatever I found on Spencer's or Hot Topic. So yeah, but either way, let's keep going with this. And again, be sure to go and give Andre a follow. Lovely Bean does like modeling, does like VR chat, VTubing, 3D modeling stuff. Very, very talented. Go check the Bean out. They're good soup. They're good soup. You're good soup. Pointing at you. Yes. But either way, honestly, I kind of just want this shirt as is. Like, it just kind of goes hard. Give this expression... Actually, give this expression to Levi or Maverick. Maverick even better. This would go hard. I'd buy it. Actually, I kind of want to make a shirt like this with Maverick on it, personally. But, yeah, you know, just ideas in the future. Regardless, we continue onward. Okay, this one actually isn't that bad. It's hard to be normal. I'm a furry. Look, man, if there's ever a shirt that directly says that you're a furry in it, like text, I'm a furry, it's already just, like, in bad tier for me. I will say, the little sunset effect, the red to blue in the back looks nice. Unfortunately, this just looks like one of those shirts where after the second wash, the design would be half destroyed. Because look at it right now. Why is it always a red fox too? You know, like it's like you can kind of tell that this is kind of made by a non-furry for furries. But like, it's just you can kind of tell. You can tell. Why is it always a generic red fox? Couldn't it go with like a wolf or something? I don't know, man. I'd still put this in the bad tier. Low bad. It's just like, this isn't really even interesting to me either. It looks like a furry shirt that I'd find at Gap Outlet. You know? It's like a Gap Outlet shirt. Like, it's supposed to be a sports-themed design, I guess, rugged shirt. And then it's just like... it's just... I don't know. It's not good. I'm putting it bad tier. Into bad tier you go. Oh, you gotta be above the Furry Thighs Save Lives shirt. That one's just bad. Also, hello, Sokugo. Hope you're doing well. I know, where are the lion shirts? There have been so many shirts that mention cats and kittens, but there's no cats to be found. And I'm actually very, very disappointed. Very, very disappointed. This is a stock image? Wait, is it actually? Is this a stock image? I mean, again, you know, the bar isn't really high from what I've seen for non-furry furry merch, but again, there's bound to be worse here. Lots of repeats, though, probably. Proud to be furry. Wait, proud to... Not furry. Proud to be different. And the shirt you're wearing is just... What is this? Hold on. They're wearing... Oh, well, there's a cat. Is it even a cat, or is this a fox? Or is this the cat? That's the cat. Proud to be different. And they're wearing a shirt of just a cat wearing a blank white t-shirt. This has layers to it. They could have added so many more layers to it, though. I might be smiling, but I'm dying from cringe. This is kind of... Yeah, this is kind of cringy. Proud to be different, dude. I hate it. I hate that. That's like... At least I will say it's definitely not slop. This has some effort put into it, but I think the one thing that sends me the most with it is just he's wearing a plain white t-shirt, but the design on it is like the gay pride flag in the back, and then there's just another random cat character just awkwardly standing there wearing a white t-shirt. Like, why is the whole theming of this shirt supposed to be about shirts? Oh my god. There's like so much going on, but not enough going on. You know what I mean? Oh. Also, just the play on words with different. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, it's like, ooh, I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones, my chest. It's just like, who is that? Who's this supposed to be? Why are they just awkwardly, like, half smiling at me? Why are they giving me the Roblox smile? Staring straight at me. Oh my goodness. Also, I have to keep on the lookout because Alex sent me food to get. They're preparing my order. It should be delivered between 9:30 and 9:50. Okay, so I'll keep a lookout. But yeah, this for me is just like, it's still bad. It's not diabolical, it's just weird and kind of awkward. Proud to be different. Don't wear a shirt that says different on it, please. You can, look, you can if you want. I don't, why should I care? They should be wearing a shirt of the shirt. Honestly, that's how they could go hard with this. Add the design of the shirt onto this shirt and have that layered onto it. I just hate how they gave up at, like, the second level of, like, a shirt, and it's just a plain white shirt there, like... But either way, I'm putting it in bad tier. This is just, like, it's bad. It's not great. It's not good. Like, all of these are just, like... bad. I want some unique ones. I want something different, you know? Something different than this. Okay, little too different. I don't need therapy. I just need to get fucked in public by 14 werewolves. Okay, but that kind of goes hard, though. Look at that man smile. You cannot be happy to be wearing this. Actually, to be fair, he does look like that one guy from Super Mega. I can't remember his name. Can never actually remember either of their names. But doesn't he kind of look like the guy from Super Mega? Just not the hair as much. It's just, I feel like he would probably wear this. I don't need therapy. I just need to get fucked in public by 14 werewolves. Crazy. Look, that goes hard, but $28 for that? That's kind of, I don't know, man. Matt, that's his name? Yeah, I could see Matt wearing this shirt too. It looks like Matt wearing this. Matt would be wearing this. I don't even know where this is from. It's a fire title for Korn. Jesus Christ. I think it does go hard. I think the design does go very, very hard. I would actually, unironically, I would put this in the diabolical category. If not for the design itself, but like the the stock image person wearing it. It's just this is like, he is hiding the pain. He's probably not even wearing this shirt. It's just, you know, stock image t-shirt, and then you Photoshop the design on it. You know, I get that. But like, I could imagine the pain behind that face while wearing this shirt, or having to pose while wearing this. Yeah, I would put this in the diabolical category. Genuinely, this is up there. Wearing this out and about, too. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just replace this with someone else's Fursona or, like, some cropped art, and then it's perfect. Like, this would be, like, top tier diabolical. But yeah, this is, like, low tier diabolical for now. I'm glad I got something different and unique. I just wish it didn't take so long. Where are you? There you are. Perfect. That is so bad. Also, I could probably zoom in a little bit. Oh, that makes it so much better. Why did I decide that? Yeah, I could have just gone closer. Okay, well, now you can see things a little better. So far, we have like 3 things in Diabolical. As far as I know, I only pee in litter boxes is going to be the one that I'm probably going to buy. I feel better about buying it, especially if it's a shirt that Z sells. So, there's that. But either way, we continue on. Wait, retro arcade carpet themed decor. Okay, you know, you might be searching up something better. I don't know how this came up, but at least it comes in 13 colors. Can I get it in poop brown, maybe? If you can get this in, like, a brown color, even better. Like, it's perfect. Just in my opinion. But next shirt. Oh, more of these. This is my human costume. I'm really a furry. It's slop. It's slop. It's slop. It's just a... Is this another stock image fox? Why does it look like it wants to fight me? Why does it look like it's shaking its hips rapidly? This is my human costume. I'm really a furry. Yeah, it's slop. It's just easy. Slop. It really isn't that interesting. I'm sorry. Slop. Slop is slop. Slop is slop. Where even is it in here? Where are you? No, seriously, where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, again, all these are all like the same to me, that they all just kind of end up being in the same category. Like, this one, dude, they're like all the fucking same. I'm not a furry, just kidding. This is my human costume. I'm really a furry. There are so many of these fucking shirts out there. It's kind of ridiculous. What is the goal with it? Showing, like, furry pride? Gotta do better than that if someone's gonna announce to the world they're a furry. You have to do something really better than that. Wait, the hands look weird, do they? I don't even really say AI. Well, what's going on there? I don't know, man. It's still just like... We've seen plenty of these before. The legs are asymmetric. Honestly, I don't want to turn this into analyzing if it's AI generated or not, because at the end of the day, I'm still not buying this. It's it's still one of these where, like, yeah, it is kind of just low-hanging fruit, bottom of the barrel. I'm a furry shirts. It's just so many of them. We're going to see countless more of them. I'm sure the next one is going to be exactly that. Kind of. Kind of. I can't even find the actual shirt. Okay, you know what? At least, I will give it credit. At least this shirt fills out, or the design fills out pretty much the whole shirt. Like, the whole front of it. I'll give it credit there. It's a furry thing. You wouldn't understand. It kind of goes a little hard, if I'm being honest. Kind of does. Like, the wolf in the center, like, kind of like that. But then again, like, I'd say it's a little bit better than slop. I'd put it in the bad category. I think that's fair. It's not necessarily slop. I've seen plenty of those it's a furry thing, you wouldn't understand shirts. But this one is the only unique one that has, like, pretty visceral looking wolf on it. You know what? Looks like a shirt you wear at a bar. Yeah, I agree. I would put this in, like, bad to category. It's either, like, bad or it's, like, good. You know, it's not slop. It's like, slop is like the in-between, the middle ground. It's either objectively good or objectively bad after that. I'd say it's I'm gonna put it in for now. It's really not bad. It's unique, and if anything, the design fills out the full shirt, or most of it. It's eh. Yeah, it's eh. I think that's fair. Eh. But we continue on. Okay, yep, that is awful. Oh, it's AliExpress, though. Ooh. You know what? Bottom of Diabolical tier. That is awful. That is, ooh! Supreme style shirt with Yif on it? That's Diabolical. I hate that. You know, surprisingly, or unironically, I would wear something like this if it was my Fursona and not just another random Fox Fursona. The AI hand comment was on the previous shirt. Oh, fair. I guess that makes sense, you know, with the delay. Sorry about that, YouTube chat, but hope YouTube chat is doing well. I am reading you guys' chat messages, don't worry. You expect AliExpress to have good stuff around this? I mean, that's Diabolical. That just, at least it fills in the full shirt, you know? There's a lot of space here for the Supreme Yif shirt. I don't think I've seen Supreme Yif before, but hey, it's different. I'm honestly putting this at the bottom of S tier or Diabolical. It's just like, it's just the amount of icky that I can get behind. So yeah, Diabolical tier it is. Good work, AliExpress. I'm proud of you. I don't even know where this came from, but hey, it has aura, whatever aura that's supposed to be. But onward we continue. Furries, we want to be different. We want to be different. What is... Oh my god. I'd say that this is like either in between slop or bad. I'm just so caught off guard by this expression. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be like laughing at art here. It's, you know, it's someone's art, but even still, it's just like I don't know. Furries, we want to be different. You know what? I would say that this is like, I don't know if this is slop per se, because it's a unique character. It's different. He looks a bit special. Don't say that. That's Speedy. Don't do that. That's not nice. Don't say that. I would say, I wouldn't even say it's really slop either. We want to be different. It's like bad, but it's like not bad, but it's not slop either. Because it's a little unique with the Fursona here. You know what? This might be a controversial take. I think it's eh. I just think it's eh. It's not bad. It's not slop. It's just eh. I think that's a fair assessment of it, given the context and little details of it. So yeah. Really? Yeah, I think so. I don't think it is that bad. I know it's one of those usual stereotypical applying to furries, trying to pander to furries sort of shirts. It gives the vibe of it. But, like, the Fursona makes it unique enough. And it's just, like, it's... I don't know. This is the worst eyes I've ever seen. I don't know where they're looking. It's just... I don't know, man. It just... Something speaks to me that this is the case. Maybe I'm wrong. And I'm very likely wrong. In fact, most of the time, I am wrong. Also, my food is almost here soon, so that's exciting. But yeah, you know, it's just... it's not bad. I'd give it, you know, I'd give it eh tier. What's next? Oh no, not this font. Only wearing this since I can't wear my fursuit. Wait, hold on. Fursuit. You know what? That's not slop. I'd say it's just bad. I know we're already jumping the gun without analyzing it, but like, it's kind of... Is it bad? I'd say it's Like, it's kind of cringy with the text and the font, but like the art style is at least consistent with it, but also like... I love how another criteria as well to take into account is like, is this AI generated or not? When it comes to any sort of furry t-shirt at this point, unless it's from like a furry company, you know? It's like, I wouldn't say this is bad. It's like, you know, the text is cringy of like, I'm only wearing this because I can't wear my fursuit, which also is not true. You can wear your fursuit whatever you'd like, really, at this point. You just got to be bold enough. And also, you know, the art style is unique enough. It kind of goes... It's really not bad. I might change my mind about it being bad. It's just It's like, this part is cringy, but it's like... I don't know. It's kind of unique enough. It's like, how can you... I kind of like the pose they're making. You know? If it's not AI, their Sona is cool. That's true, you know? I love how they're just wearing a shirt that says Fursuit. What's with... I don't really get either, like, what the theming is with, like, all these furry shirts pandering to furries from non-furries. Like, why? What is it with them in wearing shirts that's the theme of the furry shirt? Why can't it just be about furry? It just kind of goes to show to me that they don't know a fucking clue about what furries are. Or what it means. Like, at all. Also, thank you, Merlot, for the booty. I kind of need that now. I'd still say that this is It's like... I don't know, man. A lot of these are kind of like, you know, furry pride. Yippee, furry pride. And then it's all themed around fucking shirts. Do they think that all furries do is wear shirts? I don't know, man. Give, like, anything. Anything. Pool toys, werewolves, feet, paws, maws, just the face of a furry. Anything. Why does it always have to be text here, man? Jesus. I'm gonna say it's Man. Also, I think my food's here. I'll probably wait a little bit for the driver to... Okay, yeah, they delivered. I'm going to wait a little bit before I go and pick up the food because I don't want to have that awkward encounter of going to see, you know, the DoorDash driver coming by to see me pick up the food and we have to make eye contact, you know. I don't want to do any of that, so yeah, we won't. But let's continue on after this one. Hopefully it gets better. Maybe it will. Probably won't. What is this supposed to be from? This looks like a visual novel character. I kind of like them with the half buttoned up shirt. That kind of... I'd let him punch me in the face, truthfully. The odds were never in my favor. I don't know what this is from. Odds of what? What odds? Maybe this character is supposed to be, like, lucky or unlucky. Maybe something bad happens to him. Flynn Echo? Is Echo, like, the visual novel or something? This looks visual novel-esque, or either it's a rant Sona. Some rant Sona YouTuber that I've never heard of before. We should boof some Alka-Seltzer tablets live on camera. I would rather not do that, but thank you. Amputee smothered in sauce. Interesting. Hakari for Sona? You know? Probably not. Hakari just kind of wears the jacket, and he's got the fucking hair, and he's, like, got the aura around him, and there's usually, like, some jackpot music. That would be different. I'd actually wear that shirt, but he's not relevant to Jujutsu Kaisen yet. I can't wait until he is. Maybe we'll get some of those banging t-shirt designs. I'm hoping so. Beta, please commission a t-shirt with the words "No brains, only floof." Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that's already done. But also, kind of want one of my own. You might cry while playing it. I did. I don't really do visual novels. Okay, so this is Flynn from Echo. I don't really know what to rank this shirt. That's the problem. The odds were never in my favor. It's like, it's not slop, it's unique. I'd say it's eh. Or maybe it's a themed shirt around a character. I'll just say it's actually good. Because if it's themed around the character and it's supposed to be a furry shirt, you know, furry visual novel, it's like, it's probably as good as it can get. So, yeah, I'm going to put it in actually good. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. But either way, I don't know much about this visual novel or this character, but hey, it's... shirt's pretty cool. Let's keep going. Be respectful to daddy. Yet another werewolf design shirt like this. There are probably so many of these. Again, I'm still going to put this in the slop category because that's the easiest place to put it. Because there are plenty of ones like this. It's the same design too. Look at this. Look at how many of these there are. 1, 2. Where's the other one? 3. There's another one here. 4, 5, 6. There's 6, 7. There's 7 of these fucking shirts with the same werewolf ripping off his shirt design. I do like the theming though. It's like, be respectful to daddy, or like, not now, kitten. Alpha. The alphas. Your alpha is talking. But yeah, there's a lot of these. I kind of at least want one. I just would probably want the what was it? The morbidly a beast shirt. That would be kind of funny. A little. I don't know. Either way, see more slop. What on earth is this? Why is it so tiny? I howl during sex. See, now this is just like bad slop. This reminds me so much of like the feral but horny shirt, but like someone else's character. Also, what? Why, how, huh? Why would you even say that to anyone? That's not a icebreaker. Granted, you know, some people, some furries do just kind of open up a conversation with that. So yeah. I howl during sex. Who even is this? Who even is this? I'm gonna put this in bad. I'm gonna put this in bad. At least it's a little different. Kind of the font kind of reminds me of regular show for some reason. So either way, I'm putting this in just bad. I'll put it like above, at the top of bad. There you go. Yeah. Look at this. Look at how many shirts we've gotten through and so many left. Damn. We're plowing through these. Probably not the best word to use within context to this shirt. But either way, we continue onward. Like Andy paving his way by painting or drawing that map of Peach's eye. Oh, well, another one of these. Don't touch me, kitten. I'm edging. Well, it's okay. It's a little different. It's another buff werewolf with abs. I'd still say this is slop, though, personally. Don't touch me, kitten. I'm edging. Wait, what is the... Never mind. I don't care. It's still slop. I will give it bonus points for the buff, abbed-up werewolf guy who I'd also let punch me in the face, personally, but yeah. Nobody owns these shirts, unironically, though. Well, not yet. At least. I don't know. Who knows? Either way, this is slop. More slop. Usual slop. Look at how fucking many of these, man! Jesus! You'd be frankly surprised. Yeah. Look, I'd own one. I just don't know where to find it. Not that I'd ever really want to go out of my way to find it, but I'm sure it's just you probably order it off of like Amazon or Redbubble or somewhere online. If I see a shirt making a pun about knots, I'm going to have a freaking stroke. I haven't even seen that yet. That's the other surprising thing. There hasn't been one knot joke yet. Why hasn't there? I'd expect that to be very common for like a furry shirt, or at least bad furry shirts, would it not? I haven't even seen that. Kind of crazy. Anyways, really quick. What's another? We'll do one more shirt, and then I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to go and get my food downstairs outside, and then I'm going to go and piss, because I got to pee. Like, pretty bad, actually. But yeah, let's do one more. Ah. The classic. Feral and Horny. The absolute classic. Arguably one of the more controversial furry t-shirts out there that actually furries wear. There are plenty of people who own and wear this shirt. And again, I don't judge. I don't care. If anything, I'm impressed because it's pretty bold to wear a shirt that says feral and horny. But, again, isn't this the Spencer's shirt? I think this is a Spencer's shirt, right? Right? Maybe? Look, I don't know. But point being, also, please chill, Lost in Games. I appreciate it. It is the Spencer's shirt? Okay, so it is. I mean, the only critique I have is the design should be a little bigger. It just seems a little small. At least it's not an all-black t-shirt with some graphic design on it. At least it's got different colors. I would put it in Diabolical, personally. I know it's non-furry shirt for furries, but I would personally put it in Diabolical. It's the thumbnail! It's the thing! He has the thumbnail of the stream! Oh my god! Yeah. Honestly, yeah, I'd put it in Diabolical. I'd say it's up there. In fact, I would say it's about right here. Yeah, I'd say that the feral and horny shirt is pretty Diabolical. Even just having that as the words, too. Furries deplore the word feral in any sense of the word. That in and of itself is a controversial word. Same thing with not. And then horny is just bold to put on a shirt. Either way, I'm going to go and grab my food real quick and piss, and then we'll continue on with this tier list and finish it up. Also, look at this cool other shirt that I'm wearing. Not sponsored, but go and get a shirt from I think this is Nomad Complex? I think it is. But yeah, go and support furry merch providers and creators within the community. Small businesses and creators, instead of getting the slop shirts. So yeah. I'll be right back. Give me a moment. Blessed be thy fruit. Be right back, chat. Stay pretty. Hello, I'm back. I put the food away in the fridge since I am streaming for now, so I'll have some food later, which again, thank you, Alex, for the food. I appreciate it. Where did I put my glasses? There they are. Beautiful. But thank you again, Alex. I appreciate the food, the treat stream. I appreciate the gifted subs and all the support. Just want to say, you guys, I appreciate it lots. I appreciate you guys lots. I especially appreciate the company since I'm just kind of sitting here going over bad furry t-shirts, and that's not really a high bar, but it means a lot. Y'all are good soup. But yeah, feral and horny, diabolical. That's diabolical, let me tell you. But how many more do we have left? Because I know there's probably more. Yeah, there's plenty more, but there's more in general that I don't even have. My, don't even have on this tier list for reasons, so, yeah. Hopefully I picked a good day to order again. I appreciate it, Alex. I mean, I'll definitely eat it. It's definitely food that will go into my system, so I appreciate it lots. It means a lot. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. Would rather wear this shirt than watch that Vikings game anymore. Ooh, I'm sure the Vikings aren't doing well or something. I don't really know much about sports. I actually don't really watch sports all that much in general, so yeah. But either way, feral and horny. It's a shirt. Continuing on. I literally, dude, it's just like same. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, next shirt. The furry life chose me. Yeah, I've seen a shirt with this text on it before. I will say it's unique to some extent. I wouldn't say it's a, what is it? Slop? I wouldn't say that it's slop. I'd say that it's, like, just okay. It's also someone's Fursona, and the colors match it to some extent. I'd say it's eh. It's eh. It's not, like, actually good. It's not slop. It's not bad, per se, because it's also someone's custom character with art, and, you know, the colors match. There's something put into it for consistency compared to it being, like, slap on a stock figure, and that's it. Stock image. And call it a day. Isn't that a badly traced version of one of those overly used furry profile pics? Maybe it is. But it's just like, it's just eh. I can't really tell if it's traced or not, especially with the quality. But at least, you know, there was some thought put into it with the colors and everything. So, gotta give that credit. As for it being traced based off of another thing, that is up for debate. I believe it, honestly. But it's still just okay. Compared to the slop and crap up here, you know, it seems hopefully a bit more genuine. But either way, we continue on. Oh, what on earth is that? Okay, the image goes kind of hard. Please be patient, I have rabies? It's just like, if it's not slop, it's bad. Sorry. The design is a little different from the usual, you know, super overly buff werewolf that's ripping its shirt off, but the whole rabies part? What does that even mean? If you have rabies, that's a scary thing to have. Your body rejects drinking water. Yeah, that's bad. I would never wish that on my worst enemy. Never, ever. Ever. The AI is back. Is it AI? Is this AI? Generated imagery? I can't even tell from a distance. But either way, it's just like, it's bad. I'd vote that it's bad. It's kind of endearing in an edgy way. Give us a replacement word beta. Please be patient. I have the horny. I feel like that would be better. That would be better. A little bit. I don't know. Either way, it's bad category. We've seen a lot of these, and they're very similar and kind of same-ish, so it's kind of hard for, kind of hard to get some differentiation. But eventually we'll be getting into the category of, like, the Spencer's shirts and the Hot Topic shirts. We've gotten a little bit into it. It's just taking a bit. Honestly, I feel like if we really want to make a Diabolical furry t-shirt, just take that art from the booty redeem and just put that on a shirt. Just that. can't touch this furry booty, or some text like that. Something cheesy. Honestly, I'd sell it. I'd sell it. Do that. See, it already looks like a better shirt. Wild. Crazy, even. Wacky. But yeah. Let's keep going. Oh, God. Another anatomy of a furry shirt. Well, I mean, at least this one looks a bit better-ish. Why does the art look so off-putting? Are they holding a microphone? That doesn't... I don't know, man. I'm now looking to see if this is AI or not. But either way, anatomy of a furry, drama detectors, split liquor, split liquor. What is that? Stomper beans, bury face here. Oh, haha, it's a joke, huh? Floofy happy meter, boopers. This? Oh! Yeah, I think this might be AI generated. Disqualified! That goes in the slop category to some extent. I looked at it and it looked so off-putting. Also, why are the tips of these fingers here white, but the tips aren't white here? Why is this paw blue and this one isn't? So very interesting. So very interesting. Again, I looked at it instantly, and it looked off-putting. I hate how, I don't even want to get into this category of it, because I know some artists do have an art style that's similar to a lot of the art that's put out for, furry AI crap. I hate that. I hate that I even have to consider that when I look at the art style, but the style already looks like, you know, one is a hand, the other's a paw. Yeah, it is. What's going on there? Oh my god, that looks painful. Okay, yeah, this is slop, or just bad slop. It's not even qualifying at this point. So yeah. I mean, again, it would be cool if it was actually made a little bit. I mean, again, it's one of those anatomy of a furry shirts, so it's just so unfortunate, but you know, it's how the cookie crumbles. Moving on. What is this? What on earth is this, man? Dilf. Damn, I love fursuits. Okay, it's okay. But it's very similar to that style of the other shirt of, got that dog in me. I just got back from taking my dog to buy a toy and struggling with the effects of her little shit for the past half hour. I had to deep clean my face. I am so sorry, Lamppost. This is a Spencer shirt if I've ever seen one. I don't think I've ever seen this shirt before till now. Whose fursuit is this? And here's the thing, too. I have seen images of AI-generated fursuits. Why does this look similar to it? Remember, I even did a video on it, I think last year, too, with, the AI-generated fursuit art? With, the fake auction or sale of a fursuit that would just used AI-generated images? It looks kind of similar in style, if I'm being honest. It feels overly toony, overly goofy, doesn't really match a specific fursuit style or fursuit in general. Maybe it's just the art. I would say it's... I mean, it's also just bad. Putting DILF on a shirt, and then, damn, I love fursuits. That's just... Yeah. Got nothing on that besides I don't want to wear it. I'm putting it in bad. So, yeah. It's just... it really... I know as is, I have always valued just furry shirt designs in general. Shirts made by furries for furries. Nomad Complex, Hyena Agenda, all these small makers and small creators too. You know, I've always valued that. But seeing just all of this crap makes me appreciate it more. Okay? Makes me appreciate that I can just wear shirts like this and you know that it's a furry shirt, but it looks really cutesy and chill in general. Makes me appreciate the effort put into it, okay? Instead of DILF shirt. Jesus. Either way. Okay, that kind of goes a little hard. That just... I kind of like that. I sniff ass. Who is that? Who is this? Who is this guy? Who is this person? I love the font or the text effect. Also, thank you for the booty, Chad. Very fitting. Honestly, I would put this at like probably the top of bad. It's not diabolical. In fact, it's rather upfront. Actually, no, maybe it is diabolical. I'm looking at it again. Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, that's going in diabolical. I sniff ass. Not even I smell, but I sniff. Sniff is like a lesser smell. Damn, that's bad. Where are you? Where's I sniff ass? There you are. Yeah, that's diabolical right there. These are just so bad. Oh my god. Alright, let's keep going. We still got so many fucking more to go. I think it's like, what, 20-ish, give or take? We'll get through it. They get easier and easier with time. Human by chance, edging by choice. Same slop. Kind of like the same as the last few. The overly buff werewolf. It's different. I will admit, I like the foreignness and just how fucking weird it is, but it's just the same as what we've seen before. More slop. I gotta put it next to the other slop. Look at all the slop here. In fact, well, the more my doctor says I'm morbidly obese. Okay, that's a little. I'll put that at eh. Put that at eh still. This one doesn't even make sense. Oh yeah, it doesn't. Human by chance, edging by choice. I don't even know what, dude. If else. If instructions unclear, stuck in washing machine. Your mom broke my edging streak. Okay, that with the fucking water emojis. Okay, that's awful. That is a step above the usual slop. Okay, what on fucking earth? Oh, this one also kind of doesn't make sense, but the water emoji, man. Oh my god, that's bad. That's bad. That's just, I already know where this is going. This is top of, don't use that word. Top of bad. Put it right about here. Yeah, right there. Perfect. Why the water emoji? I don't know, man. It's a little different from the other ones, but that's... I hate it too. I really do, but you know, we're still here. Yiff around and find out. Oh my god, that is awful. That is diabolical. That is with the yellow too and the black font. That is perfect. That is chef's kiss diabolical. I kind of want it. I might have to reorganize the diabolical list because I still want to get that, what is it, the Z shirt. But also, this is bad. Yiff around and find out. That's diabolical. And it's piss yellow too? Oh my god, okay, I'm putting it at top of diabolical for now. 100% a CSI shirt? It really kind of is. It's just, that's so bad. That is so bad. Yiff around and find out with the pause. All it needs is just like a little puddle or something at the bottom. Would be perfect. It would be the perfect shirt. I'd wear it. God, that is yucky. That is yucky gross. I like it. I love it. Nah, that's disgusting. I love it. Also, sup, Brasley? I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. We're going over the worst furry shirts we've seen, and we're ranking them, and then I'll look into getting the worst one. So far, this one's the worst one, so yeah. Either way, let's keep going. We only have a few more left, luckily. We've gotten through like nearly 50 or so. Pretty proud of myself on that end, so, you know, who's to say we're not gonna get more? Let's continue on. Bottom? Okay. Another Diabolical shirt. That's instantly going to Diabolical. Okay, we're not... No argument there. No, I'm just going up there. That. Bottom? Dude, this is reminding me of fucking Food Wars. You know that animated film Food Wars? God. Or Food Fight. Fuck, not Food Wars. Food Fight, I think. I think that's the name of it. That is just so perfect. It's so bad. All the proportions are off. It's so empty. And he's just smiling happy. Not even look like he asked you a question. The one thing to come out of that speech bubble is... Bottom? That's awesome. That is genuinely awesome. Oh, so good. Reviewing the scammy images used for t-shirt production. Yeah, some of them, well, a good chunk of them are, but we're going over the worst of the worst furry t-shirts that were sent to me and I could have found. This just takes the cake. This is just so fucking funny. Maybe I'm just so brain rotted at this point thinking that I'll see anything better. But it's just, oh my god. Next one. Don't bully me, I'll yiff. What does that even mean? Okay, you know what? At least they did a meme of like, don't bully me, I'll insert thing here. This just... my god, man. I'd also say this is Diabolical, but it's also not top tier Diabolical. You know? These shirts all have the 3 same jokes. They really do. I mean, you know that the yiff ones are used because, like, they're so out of touch with what furry means. They're like, oh, we think that furry is like yiffing. We haven't used that term since COVID. Don't bully me, I'll yiff. It's just so... It's just bad. I would put this at the top of bad. I don't think it's Diabolical. The design itself, you know, is unique. And is the mustache supposed to be yiff? What is this supposed to be? It's just a bad shirt. I'm putting it in bad tier. That's just top tier bad. Yeah, it's up there with the I howl during sex. Even better. Oh my god. Okay, we continue on. It's the next shirt. Surely it can't get worse, right? Okay, well that's MILF. Man, I love furries. Let's just kind of... It's kind of cute to some extent. It's bad, but it's not. It has MILF on the shirt, but I'd say it's like, eh. It's like the brother to the other shirt, the DILF. Damn, I love fursuits. Man, I love furries. Shirt with a character that has a shirt. Yeah, that's a common theme we've seen in these two, Brasley. It's always like the furries are wearing another shirt on top of it. At least instead of it saying MILF on top, it's in the shirt. So it's a little different. I'd put it in eh. I'd put it in eh. It's like, I think this is a Spencer's shirt too. I think, maybe. Unless this is Hot Topic. I think Hot Topic is the one with the thrash punk t-shirt designs. With like all the yeens. Yeah, those are like Hot Topic. This would probably be more Spencer's. But yeah, either way, man, I love furries. It's pretty okay. So far, they've been kind of eh. Weird that the theme is the shirt on the shirt. I know! That's like most of these. Like, they keep putting the fucking... The theme of, like, the furry shirt is that the furry or character is wearing a shirt. And it's, like, all they have. Which goes to show that normies can't make shirts for furries for the life of them. Just... Now you're trying to pander to the community, but, you know, do like a little bit of research. Watch one video. Watch one documentary or something. Hey, that's so me! I wear a shirt too! Oh my god! Aren't I so relatable to the furry fandom? Guys, I'm wearing a shirt! It's like they're so used to making shirt designs that all they know how to think of is in shirt, t-shirt, shirt. Like, that's the only buzzwords that come to their mind. Crazy. Like, what? I know it's unique. I'm gonna say this is slop. I'm gonna say this is my fursona. Is it a vampire duck? Is it a duck with fox ears? Why is the... It's slop. It's slop. Sorry, it's slop. Yeah. Wow, look at the slop category. Taking it up from most of the furry design t-shirts out there. Crazy, isn't it? But yeah, this one just... I get they're trying something different, but it's like... Okay. I would be more impressed if they boldly put the word cock on a shirt. Yeah, exactly. That's just instant slop. That's just instant slop. Ooh woo. Wow, daring today, aren't we? What are you gonna do next? Put a blue fox on it? Giving you a hug? Very daring. Very daring. The uwu kind of looks boy kisser-esque, but is mainly just like a fox furry head shirt. It's slop. It's slop. Moving on. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting into some category. What does this say on the shirt? It's basically a Riot shirt with some Fursona. Wait, is this... Have these been Hot Topic shirts? I don't know if they're Spencer's or Hot Topic. I consider them kind of in the same vein of merchandise stuff. I don't know. Not for your approval. Oh, that's what it says on the shirt. Oh, thank you. Or the tank top thing. Not for your approval. Oh, well. You know what? I kind of like the theming. It's different. Going from more of like... I know that's kind of like the gist of the theming that we'll see with a lot of those shirts. I think these are like the Hot Topic ones. They go from more of like this riot, punk, thrasher vibe, and a lot of them involve like yeens or like hyenas. I kind of like it. I kind of like how it kind of goes more with that for like their furry themed shirts. And I know that's a whole discussion in of itself for like having, you know, a non-furry corporation or company create furry shirts and, you know, discussion of that competing on the community, whatever. But like, it's still, it's not bad. Like, at least the theming has been consistent. And that's going to be that for, like, a good couple of them. Like, hold on. If we bring back up the tier list. Yeah, this one, this one, this one, this one. Like, pretty much the rest of these here, 5, are all, like, punk-themed. And I'm going to be honest, they're not bad. Like, I would say this one, I would put it in air. I would put it in air. Or maybe I would honestly even put it in actually good, personally. Even if they do the whole, like, furry joke of, like, not fur your approval. So it kind of goes a little hard. Yeah, it's actually good. I'd say that. Even for the next few, I'm sure the next few will come up. They, them, causing mayhem. I kind of like that. Like, that kind of goes hard. I would say that this is actually good. In fact, we could probably go through the rest of the list here. They, them, causing mayhem. I would say that's actually good. What's the next one from here? Chaotic garbage. I'd say eh. I would say eh. It like has a unique design, but it doesn't go as hard as the other ones. So I would probably put this in eh tier. Furious? What is that? Hold on. Okay, well, not that yet. Oh, this is just a regular design of a character on a red t-shirt, which is different. I'd still say it's eh. Say that's eh. And then for the last two, let me see. Where's Furious? I want to see Furious next. There we are. Furious Drift Racing. That actually kind of goes hard. That, I would say, is actually good, unironically. And then same thing with this next one. I'm assuming... Yeah, it's this one. I'd say that's actually good, especially because it covers the whole shirt. Car should have a tail SMH. You know what? That actually would make it go harder. It should. But I surely don't think they will end up doing that. So yeah, I'd say that these... Honestly, I know those shirts from non-furry companies are a little wonky, but they still goes. I don't know. The AI stuff loves doing vehicles for some reason. I don't know if it's AI or not. I highly doubt it. Knowing the art style is kind of consistent here. The furriest one, I don't know about that one. I'd have to see it more in person, but even then, the design is cool. But either way, we got like two more after that. We got the Alpha shirt, which, yeah, that's... Okay, you know what? The guy there on the right, that's a little unique. I would say it's just bad. I would just say it's bad. Not just slop. It is a little sloppy, but the Alpha part, it's a little unique and different from what we've seen from the usual set. And then finally, the last one. I cuss online. Well, that just kind of... I would say that's good. I would say that's kind of good. It's actually good. I would argue that. I like it. I cuss online. It's got like the shitposty humor, but the design actually goes hard. I don't know who the fuck this is. But yeah. So for final bit of it, Alpha, I would just say that that's bad. And then I cuss online, actually good. So here we have it. Our tier list of all the furry shirts that we have reviewed. Worst furry shirts, for that matter. With the worst one, the most diabolical furry t-shirt that I've found is probably going to be either Yiff Around and Find Out, Bottom, or I Only Pee in Litter Boxes. And also the Yiff one, I kind of would argue that's a little bit better than Feral and Horny. I've seen Feral and Horny a lot. Now, here's the question. Which one is the worst? Run a poll for which one you buy. That wouldn't be a bad idea. We could run a poll on Twitch right now. Actually, let's do it for the top 4. We'll have you guys decide for me. I still really want that. I kind of want this shirt, but I kind of want my own version of it. The other Yiff one is pretty nasty too. This one, the Supreme shirt, it's okay. You know what? Let's do it for the top 4. We'll do a poll real quick and let you guys decide. Which of the top 4 Diabolical shirts is the worst of the worst? Yiff Around and Find Out, Bottom, I Only Pee in Litter Boxes, or Yiff? These 4. And in this order too, from 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 to 4. We'll do that, and we'll let you guys decide, and that will be the shirt that I will end up buying and wearing. Who's to say that I don't go and buy and make more, to be honest? Let's see. How can I set up a poll? Let's do that real quick. We'll do this real quick. Which shirt? 1, 2... No, that's 3. 2, 3, 4. Allow additional votes. Nope. Duration. Well, that'd be for like 5 minutes. I'll give you guys 5 minutes to vote on it. So I set a poll in the Twitch chat. Feel free to fill it out if you'd like, based on those designs of shirts that I am going for. 1, 2, 3, 4. Personally, I would love to get the Yiff shirt here. I would love to get the I Only Pee in Litter Boxes shirt, because that is so fucking funny. That's an icebreaker. That's a hell of an icebreaker. The bottom one just has energy to it. And then the Yiff Around and Find Out is just... Oh. But either way, that is pretty much the tier list that we have. I don't know how much I want to organize it from here because honestly, everything below here doesn't really matter. And I'm sure there's plenty of other designs that I haven't gone over yet. Actually, there are a few that I couldn't show, which I will proceed to go through and explain to you guys now which ones I see. Where are they? I have a whole folder for it too. It's titled The Worst. Oh my god. This one is just... It's not even really a furry shirt. It is just a picture of Bugs Bunny spanking Lola Bunny over his knee in a chair. Both of them are looking at one another and smiling. And then there is a picture of... I think that's Lego Wendell from Fortnite covering up part of Lola's ass. That's god-awful, just in general. The other shirt, oh my god, that's like, it's pixel art of some black and blue and gray and white dog in a harness, and there is a black bar covering up the crotch portion. That is diabolical. That is awful. Awful, awful. That is an awful shirt. But those are the only other bad shirts that I could see for now that I can't really show. I'm sure there are others that I have missed, so if there are, please be sure to let me know, or feel free to reach out later and I can maybe put them on the tier list. At some point, I will probably try to create a proper tier list for this and publish it if you guys would like to add your own or make your own awful furry t-shirt tier list. I feel like this would go as like a fun little activity for people in the future. Blessed be the fruits of thy... Thank you, Lamppost. Why are you sorry? Don't be sorry. What did we say about saying sorry? Also, thank you for the 100 bits before. I do appreciate it, by the way. And thank you, Hemlock Hyena, for the raid. For some reason, the notification didn't go through for that. I do apologize for that. But thank you for sending your community over. I hope you had a good stream on your end. What were you getting up to? What were you gaming with on your end? We just finished our tier list of the worst shirts I've ever seen with regards to furry. Peak! Everyone's peaking. God, I love Peak. What a great game. I should play that again. Probably not tonight, but maybe another night I'll probably stream more of it for you guys since you love watching me play it. Beta, fuck, marry, kill. Hank Green, science guy. Dan Povenmire or Markiplier? Don't really remember who Hank Green is. Don't know who Dan Povenmire is. I feel like I'd marry Markiplier. Fuck the first one and kill the second one. That's all I got. I don't know. I don't know who's who. Have you seen that There Are Two Wolves Inside of Me Spencer's shirt? I don't think I've seen that one. Hank Green is the guy from SciShow and Crash Course. I haven't seen that either. I mean, he seems nice. Probably. Probably is. Also, have a good night, Jolt, if you're hopping off. Dan Povenmire is the person that voices Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Aw, but Dr. Doofenshmirtz was like a great guy. I mean, he was a villain at the end of the day, but he was like a good dad. He was a great dad. He started VidCon? Oh! That's kind of cool. Well, now, you make that tough for me. I mean, at the end of the day, a fuck, marry, kill is kind of hit or miss. I don't know. I don't really want to do anything bad to any of them. They're all great people. I guess I'd probably stick with the one that I said before. His parents didn't even show up to his own birthday. I know! Crazy. I forgot that was a bit of lore with him. Man. But hey, I mean, the tier list went well. What was the poll? What is the answer? Which shirt am I going to be ordering at some point? 3! I only pee in litter boxes. Can't wait to explain this one to my grandmother. Because here's the thing. I don't think she knows about the whole litter box fiasco scandal that has been going around schools for years now. So I get to explain that to her get to explain that to her, let alone who's on that shirt. 50-liter piss jug in the litter box. You know what? That would probably be my own version of that shirt. 50-liter piss jug in the litter box. So, hey, this is the official tier list of the worst, most diabolical furry t-shirts. Mainly from non-furries, some from furries, just the submissions that I got at the end of the day from you guys. The ones that I could find on Spencer's and Hot Topic and some other ones. These are just the worst shirts that I could find. A lot of them are just slop, same old shirts, some AI stuff. A lot of them have the same running jokes that are just bad. You know, you can tell which ones are normie-oriented. Some of them are unique, but you don't actually know if they're, like, AI generated or not. They're just okay. And some of them do go pretty hard, or are just, like, you know, cutesy shirts. They're just okay. They're just fine. You know? I think, if anything, this whole recap, this whole tier list has helped me kind of appreciate more of, like, the makers and creators in the furry space who go out of their way to make these designs, to make things that aren't, you know, the I'd rather be yiffing shirts. So I can appreciate that. I can appreciate it. So hey, there's the tier list. At some point I might publish this as some sort of tier list on Tier Maker, thank you, and probably reorganize it so that you guys can do your own, or maybe add some more onto it. So I'd have to check it out, but hey, it's a fucking wild shirt, man. Fucking crazy. That's just awful. Oh. But hey, you know, that was a fun little tier list we did. I'm glad we finally got through it and did it, because I had been putting it off for so long. So hey, you know, here we are now. We did it. Yippee! But I don't really have anything else to share or talk about with you guys. I was thinking we could probably, like, raid out at some point and send the community over. What the hell is that little thing above your name lamppost? What is that? Combo level 1? What the fuck is a combo? Is it like a combo meal? I don't know how that works. Either way, that was a fun tier list. I'm glad we put it together, because I have seen so many just god-awful furry shirts that I wanted to rank and go through, and I'm glad we got to do it today. If you have any other things you want to see me do like that, kind of similar in nature to what we did today, be sure to let me know or recommend it to me. I could put together another one of these tier lists, could do something a little different. I don't really know. Just wanted to do something fun today, do something a little different for stream. I think it would be probably a good point to wrap it up, because I am getting eepy and I know I will fade fast, so probably a good note. Also, hi, Somnums. We love Somnums. Hope you're doing well, Somnums. You missed the tier list. What indie furry shirt makers would you recommend? Don't really have any that come to mind right now, but you could support my friend Simple Nix. Simple Nix, just, like, look them up. Furry merch provider. They did, like, YouTube stuff. They sort of do YouTube stuff, but mainly do merch stuff. You were working. Fair enough. I mean, working. You gotta work. Get that bag. Get that bread. But either way, they're going to raid out, send some love to someone who is streaming, and then I can probably get on a call with friends and do some yapping like I said I would for some, and then get some good rest on my end. And also eat the food that Alex got for me, which big shout out to Alex for the food. I appreciate it lots. I appreciate Alex. Alex, good soup. But either way, who can we go on raid? Who's streaming right now? Is Russ still live? I could go and raid him, because I did hop into his stream for a little bit, and then Discord died. I remember that. Let's see. Who haven't we raided in a hot minute? Could go and raid Rocket. Could go and raid Ryder. I haven't raided Ryder in a hot minute, and I love Ryder. Ryder's really fucking cool. I love and miss Ryder. I'm going to get to see him soon, because we got a state fair thing coming soon, and I'm very excited for it. But anyway, let's go and raid Ryder. Ryder's doing some Fallout stuff. Rydarius. But yeah, We love Ryder. Go and send the wag ski bro all the love and support. I don't really have a raid message or anything, so just feel free to show him all the love and support. Keep him company while he's playing Fallout Modded. Again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. I really, really appreciate it. I only pee in litter boxes. Sure, let that be the raid message. Why not? Why not? Lamppost, you're so good with these stream titles or the raid messages. Same with Ember. I don't know where Ember is. I'm assuming they're eeping because it's super late, but regardless, I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate all the support and wanted to come by to these late streams. I know they're a little unorthodox and all over the place, but I just appreciate your company. I'm really trying to get back into the streaming swing of things. I might be doing a collab stream this weekend with Jake, so keep on the lookout for that. I should have some new videos coming soon. Since I'm back from Megaplex and not really going to cons, I'm back on the con grind, or video grind and whatnot. So keep on the lookout for good stuff coming forward. But again, I appreciate everything. You guys have been wonderful to me. I'll see you all on Wednesday. Don't know what the plan will be then, but maybe we'll do some sort of fun comfort game, or maybe you'll get to torture me more. Who knows? But either way, go and pee in litter boxes for Ryder. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Take care. Life Stay Jacket. Treat people like people. Maverick says bye. Levi says bye. And